Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
Another edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. This is episode number 451, number 451 for all the folks that are keeping track of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And before we get into anything else, I'd like for everybody to please spread it around like wildfire and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. And we are live every Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And of course, if you have not done so, please follow me on Twitter. The Twitter name to follow is PoliticsGhost. All one word, no underscores. PoliticsGhost is the name to follow. Now that we got that all out of the way, folks, there's a lot of things to talk about. I want to be honest with you right off the bat, folks, all right? Not in a very good mood today. I don't know what it is. I'm just not feeling today. I just have one of those feelings when, you know, you're lucky, or at least I'm lucky, that I'm not out here in the general public, because I might wind up choking a few people or something. I'm not joking around. I'm not a very good mood today. So I would like to kindly ask all you troll terrorists and cyber vermin out there who like to consistently make my life a living hell to just take a break today, all right? Take a break today. Let's not, go into this whole carpet-munching Monday bit, all right? I'm in a very bad mood. I'm going to be honest with you right now. I'm in a bad mood. I don't know why. So, without any further ado, let's just go ahead and get right into the stock market, because I'm sure everybody's asking themselves, hey, Ghost, what the hell is going on here? And just as I said, folks, we're dealing in low volume, okay? We're dealing in low volume. And it can have a positive or negative effect with a very low amount of people actually trading in the stock market. And today, because everybody is super excited about the anticipated tax cuts that Trump has been touting here for the past several days, that's been kind of feeding into the frenzy of what's going on here in the stock market, because it really makes no goddamn sense. Because as I've always stated, folks, the fundamentals of finance goes as follows. It's if you see an increase in the dollar, which we have seen, folks. As a matter of fact, the dollar is continuing to rise because of the economic uncertainty all across the globe. They don't know what the hell's going on in the Eurozone. They don't know what's going on in as far as the UK is concerned. They don't know what's going on in Asia. China's given itself another liquidity injection into its goddamn economy. I mean, China's at the lowest cash reserves it's had in the past 10 years. A lot of uncertainty going on, and as a result, you have investors in the international community wanting to be cashed out in U.S. dollars, which, of course, is why we're having a run on the dollar, even though our dollar is pretty highly printed. And as I stated, folks, the dollar is king. Cash is king. I've been saying that here for the past several months, haven't I? And I'm sitting on this cash, And just barely now, you've got mainstream business media talking about, hey, there could be a potential contraction. There could be a major market correction. Well, no crap, Sherlock. Of course there's going to be a market correction. I mean, even Zero Hedge, and I'm talking even mainstream folks, MarketWatch.com, I mean, they're starting to realize that there's entirely too much low volume in this market, and it can have a positive effect like we're seeing here today because you got a bunch of investors trying to prop up this market, and because there hasn't been too bad a news in the economic front of America, you're not going to have too many sellers right now. And as a result, because of low volume, the more buyers there are out there, it doesn't even have to take that many buyers for it to prop up a goddamn market. And that's what we're seeing right now. As a matter of fact, they're even talking about it in the pattern or day trading capacity, that there's a lack of volatility. Everything is short and choppy, and it's because it's a calm before the storm. It's a calm before the storm. And I'm telling you this right now, man. This is a trap. Do not invest in the long term in this market unless you're going to value invest. And as I stated, value investing is this capacity. It's something like this. Every month, you have a certain amount of money out of your allotted paycheck or however you get paid. You take a certain amount of that money that you would traditionally save in a bank account, something of that capacity, and you buy a high-yield dividend stock or a blue-chip stock. Now, some months you may purchase that stock, and it may be a little higher than the next month and maybe lower than the next month. Regardless, because you're value investing, you are creating a certain offsetting of potential buying highs, buying lows type of situation because you're not intending to basically buy these stocks at any given price. You're value investing so that you can accumulate blue chips or accumulate high-yield dividends so that you can be in a more long-term investment that can yield a hell of a lot better than a goddamn banking account. I mean, banking accounts don't even give you dick anymore, you know that? I mean, I'm not even joking around. I mean, you have to literally now pay the bank so that they can hold your money now. I mean, that's how sick this is getting, for Christ's sake. You're paying the bank to hold your money. Once upon a time, folks, back in, it wasn't that long ago, about back in the 80s, the bank used to pay you so that they could hold your money. You understand? They used to pay you. And the more money you had in there, the more perks the bank gave you, all right? But now they don't even care. I'm hearing people that are getting paid, they're paying like $16, $20 a month just so they can keep their goddamn money in a bank account. Anyway, I'm going to continue going on here because I just want to reiterate time and time again that this market's a trap. But if you're going to value invest, just know that you're value investing at very high prices at this point in time. So, with that being said, traditional investing would have you believe, right, that since we're seeing a raise on this dollar, we should see a decrease in equities. That's the way traditional investing works. That's how it works. You see an increase in equities, you see a decrease in the dollar. You see an increase in the dollar, you see a decrease in equities and commodities. It's that simple. But that's not what's happening. That's not what's happening out here. You're seeing a raise in the dollar and equities are increasing. That doesn't even make any sense. And that just underscores the amount of uncertainty just basically running rampant in the investment community today. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get to the market, shall we? The Dow Jones Industrial was up today, 142.79 points. All right? Give me a break. A percentage increase of 0.70%, closing out the Dow at 20,412.16 points for the Dow Jones Industrial. I mean, give me a break. Give me a break. I'm telling you it's a trap. And let me tell you, I'm going to be glad when I'm sitting on all this cash and the damn contraction happens. It's not a matter of if, it's when, folks. And even the mainstream business media is starting to discuss this. It's not a matter of if, it's when. And look, I've always said, what goes up must come down. Big men fall hard. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. That reigns supreme in this market today. The higher and higher this overinflated market goes, the harder it's going to crash. Because there's people that are going to be holding the bag at these prices. Schmucks somewhere in the world are buying in at Dow Jones Industrial 20,412. Some idiot out there is actually buying.
It's very good right now. The market's great. You got a Dow Jones Industrial at 20,000. I mean, nothing can stop us. This is a bull market.
You're an idiot. You understand it? You're a complete moron. And you see, it's morons like this who invest their goddamn life savings at these rates because they've been pumped the idea that, hey, this is a great stock market, 20K, Dow Jones 20K. Stupid, man. You people, you're the same people that are pissing and moaning, crying, throwing yourselves out of freaking building windows when the stock market crashes because you people are idiots. Anyway, with that being said, let's move on, all right? I don't want to get any more of my personal feelings on this market because I can see the writing on the wall. And, I'm not trying to be a bear investor here. But this market particularly, this over-speculated market, I've never seen one probably quite like this aside from the tech boom of the 1990s. The tech boom of the 1990s was a little similar, but the only difference is that everybody was buying back then. I mean, there was buyers everywhere. Everywhere, man. And that's why you could buy in on an IPO, literally get in on the ground floor as it's being traded on the first day's trading session, hold it for a month, and it's literally up. It goes from like $20 to $85 within a month. I mean, money was just so easy to be made back then. And you see, that isn't even being reflected in this market today because IPOs aren't very respected in this market. I mean, I know that people are trying to pump up the Snapchat IPO, which I think is ridiculous. The valuation they're putting on this ridiculous service is ridiculous. It's pathetic. But it's eerily similar. The only difference is back then in the 90s when I was partaking in that market, it was just a bunch of just buyers everywhere. And at the time the crash happened, everybody anticipated it was going to happen. But we were just kind of continuously trading, continuously making the capital before it actually crashed. And no one could basically tell. It happened in 1999, which, kind of hit everybody by surprise. And, it may have hit me by surprise in certain investments, but because I'm always a investor who believes in diversification of one's portfolio, even when certain stocks took a hit in 1999, I had other holdings that offset those losses, which did not bring down my net worth one bit. So that's why a diversified portfolio is a big, big deal. So anyway, let's go ahead and get to the S&P. Now, folks, the S&P reached its all-time highs today. All-time high, the S&P index, all-time high. I mean, what did I read somewhere in $20 trillion valuation on the cumulative stocks that create the S&P 500? $20 trillion, really? Is that what all the S&P is worth, for Christ's sake? Man, I remember a few years ago, people were wondering if the S&P was even going to continue, for Christ. They didn't even know if it was going to be a valid index anymore. Now, $20 trillion valuation. Just shut up. I'm telling you people, when this crashes, I hope that y'all remember me, and I hope that y'all remember that, you know what, maybe I should have, diversified my portfolio and, did some things before, I discredited Ghost's idea that this goddamn market's a trap. Anyway, S&P 500 up today, 12.15 points, a percentage increase of 0.52%, closing out the S&P at 2,328.25 points for the S&P 500. Suckers, man, I'm telling you, suckers, all of you buying in at these rates, a bunch of suckers. I'm sorry. I'm just being real, man. All right. Just don't say that nobody warns you when this damn thing collapses. Don't come to me crying. I told you. Like I said, unless you're value investing, unless you're some young chap that's about in their 20s and they can withstand the contraction and they're just going to value invest, well then by all means do so. I mean, if you're going to value invest, at least do it in blue chips or high-yield dividend stocks. Because even if the market contracts, as long as the company that you are investing in can continue to sustain the dividend payments, well, then those stocks will pay you quarterly. And that's what it's about. I mean, you want a stock that's going to pay you quarterly per share that you are holding. That's what dividend stocks are. So, with that being said, let's continue going here. We got NASDAQ also up today, folks. I mean, I remember back in the 90s, everybody was pulling for NASDAQ 5,000. Everybody thought, oh, we're going to NASDAQ 5,000. This is a great bull market. Everything's great. Right as we hit about, I think it was about 4 or 5, I think, that's when the crash happened, the 1999 crash. I think it was 4 or 5, 4 or 8, somewhere around there. Did not ever reach 5,000. Take a look at freaking NASDAQ today. It's pathetically overinflated. All right? And you want my personal opinion, it's not just tech stocks that are inflating the NASDAQ. It's these pharma stocks. Because right now we're seeing a huge innovation in pharma and small open-up research labs and these people that are up and coming that are utilizing the stock market to obtain capital necessary to do these research and developments and these drug pipelines. This is also what's increasing the market value of the NASDAQ index. So with that being said, let's continue going here. And it's reflected also, if you take a look at the big board in the pre-market, a lot of these stocks that are increasing in value are pharma stocks, biotech stocks. So anyway, let's go ahead and continue. We got NASDAQ up 29.83 points, a percentage increase of 0.52%. Closing out the NASDAQ at 5,763.96 points for the NASDAQ composite. I mean, we're almost at NASDAQ 6,000, for heaven's sake. Get the hell out. You people are idiots. I'm sorry. Unless you're a young chap value investing here, all right? I mean, you people are idiots. I'm sorry. I mean, you can think I'm the idiot. At least I'm the idiot with my cash in my hand. While, when this damn thing starts taking a header, you're just going to be like, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should stay in. I don't know. Yeah, well, you should have listened to Ghost is what you should have done. You'd had some money in your damn pocket. Anyway, let's continue going. Let's get to the commodities, shall we? Now, energy. What have I been telling you about energy? I'm not touching energy. I don't care what OPEC says. Report came out today that OPEC's production cut is around 94% accurate at this point in time, and 94% compliant of the OPEC countries. 94% are compliant with the production cut. Saudi Arabia has cut more of its outgoing production at its lowest rate in like 7 years. So the OPEC countries are trying their damnedest to rise up the price of the barrel of oil, but by God, folks, there's some new producers in town, and the United States isn't obligated to just, we have to go and buy from OPEC? No. We've got our friends up there in Canada right now that are producing oil, for Christ's sake. We've got a president that understands that if the United States opens up its oil production and energy production capabilities, that is going to increase our ability to potentially be energy independent. And if the United States becomes energy independent, folks, not only do we bring down the cost of energy to the American consumer to damn near nothing, but the United States becomes a producer of oil production on the world market, which will offset any of these ridiculous prices that OPEC tries to rig the market into becoming. I mean, that's why you see such increases and decreases in oil prices because it's OPEC that monopolizes and dictates the price. What we are witnessing right now before our eyes is OPEC's attempt at trying to raise this price by cutting production isn't really working. And as I stated, there's more people in town in the world market out here that are oil producing.
Calling the beautifully redesigned 2017 Mercedes-Benz CLA simply a four-door coupe is like describing a world-class athlete as just a good runner. With its sleek profile and powerful turbocharged engine, the CLA offers agility and design that are unmatched in its class, and it's available now at an exceptional price. Why drive any four-door coupe when you could be driving the 2017 Mercedes-Benz CLA? Visit mbusa.com/CLA to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
So with that being said, let's go ahead and look at energy. Now, even though you heard the news that OPEC is, I think, 94% compliant of the OPEC cuts proposed a couple of months ago, as a result, the investors aren't really buying it. And it's reflected in today's energy costs, all right? And at the same time, not only is the investors not buying it, I mean, this is also reflecting the increase in the value of the dollar today. Because as I stated, if there's a value increase in the dollar, there should be a decrease in equities, which we did not see, which is a telling sign of uncertainty in the investment community. And we should see a decrease in commodities, which is also reflected in today's energy sector. So let's go ahead and get right to it. WTI sweet crude down today, 99 cents, a percentage decrease of 1.84%. All right? Closing out WTI at $52.87 per barrel of WTI sweet crude. We've got Brent crude also down today, folks, $1.13, a percentage decrease of 1.99%, closing out Brent crude at $55.57 per barrel of Brent crude oil. Once again, down 1%, almost 2% on Brent crude. I'm telling you, the market is starting to see what I've been seeing. OPEC, they can't control these prices anymore. There's too many producers on the world market. And that's good for the consumer, possibly bad for those that play the oil markets. So let's continue going, shall we? Gasoline taking it on the teeth today. It is down 2.82% decrease on the day for gasoline. Natural gas, folks, the feast or famine commodity, down today, 3.46% decrease on the day for natural gas. Heating oil also down today, 2.37% decrease on the day for heating oil. So let me tell you that energy took it on the teeth today. Energy took it on the teeth today. Anyway, let's get to the metals, shall we? The metals! Let's get to the goddamn metals! Now, because we saw an increase in the dollar, we should see a decrease in metals especially, and that at least is being reflected in today's session. At least we have a little bit of fundamentals in the market today. I don't know what's going on in the equities market, but it's reflected in the commodities market, specifically in the metals. So let's go ahead and get to it. Now, metals, gold, down today, $9.80, a percentage decrease of 0.79%, closing out gold at $1,226.10 per troy ounce of gold. So once again, decreases in the metals. Let's get to the silver. Silver down today, 12 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.66% decrease, closing out silver at $17.82 per troy ounce of silver. We've got copper, which has been up for the past several sessions for some reason. It's continuing its highs. It is up today 0.60%, and platinum, or actually it's up today very modestly, 0.01% increase on the day for platinum. Let's go ahead and get to agriculture, shall we? Now, mixed bag in agriculture here, which is rather interesting because, once again, increase in the dollar. So right now, what I'm speculating, because we saw an increase in the dollar, we should see decreases reflected in all, if not most, of the commodities in agriculture. The only ones that we're going to see any kind of green on are those that actually have an element of scarcity to them. So let's go ahead and take a look. We've got grains, corn up, and we've been talking about the scarcity of corn. Corn is up modestly today, 0.27% increase on the day. Wheat is up. What have I told you about wheat this time of year? I told you. It is up 0.72%. Oats, what have I told you about oats? It is up 0.10%. Rough rice, good God, look at the intraday chart on that one. It closed down today 0.84%. Soybean is down 0.45%. Soybean oil down 1.29% decrease for soybean oil. Canola also down 0.60%. Let's go ahead and get to the soft, shall we? Now, one day before Valentine's Day, and cocoa is down 1.89%. We've been seeing nothing but decreases in cocoa, which is the base for chocolate, for at least the 5, 6, 7 sessions. I mean, what the hell's going on here? It's nobody buying dark chocolate. Nobody's buying dark chocolate. They don't like it a lot no more. Nobody's buying the dark chocolate. I'm serious. What the hell? I thought, chocolates. I thought chocolates was something that you give broads on Valentine's Day. I thought this is where candy makers make their freaking bottom line out here. Nobody likes a dark chocolate. I don't get it. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, cocoa down 1.89%. We've got coffee.
Hey, dude, just don't talk to me. Don't talk to me unless I have my coffee, dude, I don't want to know. Just don't talk to me unless I have my coffee,
Shut up, you stupid little four-eyed fruiter! Anyway, coffee is down today, 1.08% decrease on the day. And since we're talking about coffee, I want to reiterate one more again. Boycott Starbucks! Boycott that stupid, fruity, dumbass, ridiculous company called Starbucks for taking a piss on the American people by slapping them in the face and announcing that they were going to hire 10,000 illegal immigrants to basically thumb their nose at Trump's immigration reform. Boycott Starbucks! I'm telling you, call anybody a cuck who's walking around with a Starbucks coffee cup, all right? And say, oh, you're a cuck to immigrants. Oh, okay, great. I'm happy that you're paying $10 a goddamn cup of coffee so that you can support immigrants. Stupid idiots. Anyway, coffee down 1.08%. We've got sugar. Sugar is down 2.15%. Decrease on the day. Orange juice also down 1.68%. I mean, does nobody drink orange juice anymore? I mean, I'm serious, man. I try to drink orange juice at least 5 times a week. It's vitamin C. I also have, the one that has vitamin D in it as well. So that because I kind of stay indoors most of the time because I'm trading, I'm doing things, I'm visiting my brick mortar businesses. I'm doing the show, so I don't get too much sun that often outside the weekends, and I'm getting a little bit of vitamin D in there. But I can't believe that nobody is drinking orange juice anymore. I mean, what the hell's going on? I mean, is everybody just like some fruity ass that's like, no, I want something without any sugar in it. That's what I want. I want something with no sugar. Because my hips, I'm worried about my hips widening, and I don't want like a barrel ass. So, yeah. Jesus Christ. Anyway, look, let's move on here. We've got cotton. Cotton is up today, 1.45%. Lumber finally starting to see some decreases after seeing increases for at least the past 6 sessions. Lumber is down today, 1.38% decrease on the day. Rubber is up modestly, 0.03%. Ethanol down today, 1% decrease on the day. Let's go ahead and get to livestock. Now, live cattle down once again, 0.55%. And as I've stated, folks, I mean, keep the damn prices going down. Keep them going down, for Christ's sake. I'm loving the cheap steaks, man. I'm getting slabs of freaking porterhouse, slabs of New York strips, baby. Ribeye, prime rib, you know it, baby. You know it. That's what I'm talking about. You know, some beef tenderloin going on, baby. I'm not joking around. Keep the prices going down. You vegans, you want to go and become vegan, that's your problem. You're bringing down the cost for beef for me, so that's great. Anyway, we got cattle feeder down today, 0.20%, and lean hog is finally starting to see a contraction, folks, because it's been flying high since National Pork Month. Anyway, lean hog down today, 1.93% decrease on the day for lean hog. And for you folks that wanting to keep up with what Bitcoin is doing, Bitcoin's current value right now in that very volatile cryptocurrency market, it is right now at the current price $1,004.99 per Bitcoin. And that, my friends, is the markets for your ass, all right? Anyway, folks, once again, I just want to reiterate, it's a trap. If you're going to value invest because you're a young chap and instead of putting the money in the damn bank account, you want to make something of yourself. You want to make something of your money. You want to be able to put it somewhere like in a high yield dividend stock or a blue chip stock, because you accomplish two things by doing that. If you accumulate a blue chip stock, then you actually have a net worth. And the more of that blue chip stock that you have, the more net worth your name is worth. So let's say you want to take out a loan for something. Let's say you want to get credit to some capacity. Because you are having an accumulated amount of blue chip stock in your portfolio, that looks favorable on those that, want to give you some money. If you want to be able to take a loan out, or if you want to have some credit. I mean, it's very simple. I mean, these are the things that are going to make you who you are. And on top of which, if you have a blue chip that is a high-yield dividend stock, so you're killing two birds with one stone there. So aside from actually having a blue chip stock, you've got a stock that's a high-yield dividend that pays you each quarter per stock. So the more stocks you have accumulated in that quarter, the more money you're going to get per share of that given stock. So once again, that's the strategy right now for you young chaps, because I think that you young kids right now, anywhere from the ages of 18, even though I think most people under 20 right now are half-tards, but people that are from like 18 to about 28 right now, you need to just save your capital and put it in blue chip and high-yield dividend. And, every month, what you would traditionally put away for savings, put it in a high-yield dividend stock or a blue chip stock, and don't stop buying it. Keep buying the same shares over and over, because the more shares you own of that blue chip stock, the more you own of that company. And you become a major shareholder of a blue chip stock company. And not to mention, when you become a shareholder and you have an accumulated amount of shares of a given blue chip stock, you could go to the meetings, when they ever have the stockholders meeting. Now, I'm not a tax expert, folks, so I'm not going to tell you the exact parameters how to do this on your taxes, but look into taking a trip that you could write off on your taxes legitimately in relation to you attending a shareholders meeting in a stock that you own a fairly considerable amount of investment in. And be sure to attend the shareholders meeting. It's always at a badass hotel, depending on depending on what company you're talking about. It's always at a badass hotel. It's always catered. It always has some, badass spread. It could have some entertainment. I'm telling you this right now. These are the types of things that you want to do when you're conducting business and you're a person who's a shareholder of a blue chip stock. Remember, this is adult stuff that we're doing here, all right? I know a lot of you out there are overgrown man children that like to watch cartoons all day, but this is adult stuff here, all right? That we're capitalists. All right, we don't wait for things to happen to us. We go out and we make things happen. So anyway, with that being said, let's just move on here. I'm going to go ahead and get right into the nitty-gritty of the broadcast because there's so much to talk about today. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to talk about it all. I'm not even sure, but let's just go right into it. After spending the weekend with Japan's Abe, or Abe, whatever you want to call him, now President Trump is now meeting with the cuckold connoisseurs of cuckold connoisseurs, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. And of all things that they come together and talk about, they talk about women in the workplace, or women entrepreneurship, women in business. I mean, how quaint, right? That's their point of emphasis, is like, woman entrepreneurship and all this other crap. I mean, what a cuck this freaking Trudeau is, man. And not to mention, did you see that press conference that Trudeau and Trump gave? I mean, how did you idiots vote this disingenuous piece of trash into prime ministership? I mean, look, I'm sorry. I think that you have the party system, if I'm not mistaken. But still, why would you vote for the party with this cuck as the party leader, for Christ's sake? It makes no goddamn sense. This guy looked like the biggest disingenuous fruit bowl I've ever seen in my life. And this guy likes to hear himself talk, doesn't he? I mean, here you have President Trump giving a short and sweet little speech in this press conference, and Trudeau over here is taking it as an opportunity to articulate crap that doesn't even need to be articulated. I mean, the guy's just a blowhard, disingenuous cuck. Good God, man. I'm sorry, I'm not a big fan of Justin Trudeau. As a matter of fact, I think people need to take a look at Kevin O'Leary. And I know there's a lot of Canadian cucks out there that look at Kevin O'Leary as some bad boogeyman. Let me tell you something. Kevin O'Leary is an unadulterated capitalist. And if you want what Canada had prior to Trudeau screwing it all up, because lest we forget, okay, Canada's actually produced a few billionaires here within the past 15 to 20 years. I mean, take a look at that show Shark Tank. Kevin O'Leary is a billionaire out of Canada. Robert Herjavec, a billionaire out of Canada. And that's why I'm saying, I mean, where did these Canadian billionaires come from? They came from loosening the economy that Canada had so up its ass since the 80s. You remember in the 80s when you used to pick up something and it had like an American price, and then it would have like a Canadian price, which was like freaking almost double than what the hell the American price was? I mean, that's how screwed up the Canadian economy was for so long, until they loosened it up a little bit in the late 90s, early 2000s, and that's when you had some wealth come in. That's why you've got billionaires like O'Leary. That's why you got billionaires like Herjavec. So I'm just saying. All right, I'm just saying. I mean, it's time to start looking elsewhere because you got this cuckold connoisseur, Justin Trudeau. Literally, I mean, what a jerk. I mean, not that he disrespected Trump to any capacity, but, I mean, it's as if he is serving immigrants more than he's serving the Canadian people. Much like how our ex-president, that illegal asshole that should be tried for treason, Barry Soetoro, or a.k.a. Barack Hussein Obama, much like he did with America. I mean, it's as if that Barack Obama cared more about bringing in terrorists and bringing in wild Yehudis from countries that he and his foreign policy destabilized, and he actually cared about them more than the American people. I mean, I'm dumbfounded that black America still considers Barack Obama the first black president when he contributed more to the degradation of black people than any president prior to he. I mean, look at black America at this point as a whole. It's a disgrace. And listen, you people can call me racist all you want to. I know more about black history than probably about 60 to 70% of you black folks out there wearing a freaking Malcolm X hat when Malcolm X would be spitting in your face, acting like a bunch of degenerate, ghetto-fied pieces of crap like you. You think Malcolm X would be appreciating gangster rap degeneracy correlated with black culture? You think he'd really appreciate that? You think Martin Luther the King would appreciate that, both he and Malcolm X tried in their own valiant efforts and their own different strategies to progress the development of blacks as a whole, and the culmination is equating black culture with the degeneracy of gangster rap hip-hop? I mean, give me a break, man. And look, if you black folks want to point your finger at me and call me the racist and call me the big bad boogeyman, you know what? Fine. I challenge anybody to call me right now. All right, 516-453-9903. All right, and I will make you look lower than a leprechaun's nutsack when it comes to the black strife, or hell, any minority strife in this country. And you know what I find funny? I find it very funny that the folks that are out here claiming Black Lives Matter are the same folks that are leading the charge on encouraging black folks to burn down their own businesses, burn down their own neighborhoods. I mean, it's a path to self-destruction. And moreover, there's only 3 variants of black leaders in this country. And you black folks, you think I'm lying. Why don't you take a look and open your eyes for yourself? Who are your leaders? Who are your leaders? We've got white people in blackface, i.e. Sean King, Rachel Doziel, those types of folks. White people in blackface. We've got light-skinned black folk. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that all these militant and Black Lives Matter leaders and these leftist black folk that are leading people, all light-skinned blacks? And the only reason I bring this up, folks, is because in the black community, there is a disdain between dark black folks and light-skinned black folks. It's called dark-skinned versus light-skinned. If you don't believe me, take a look at some of the propaganda being pumped out by World Star Hip-Hop. This is a legit rift in the black community. Now, why wasn't that reflected with Mr. Yes We Can Barack Obama? I have no idea. You have to ask the black folks that crap. But there is a rift between black folks, between light-skinned and dark-skinned. And I don't know, light-skinned folks seem to be the one that are leading the dark-skins around, and they're listening, even though they clown light-skins as being homosexual. And I'm not joking. Dark-skins, whenever they try to make fun of light-skins on like a Vine or something, glad Vine's gone, by the way, they make light-skins out to be, very effeminate. They lick their lips a lot. They rub their hands a lot. They're homosexual. I'm not joking around. And yet, what's black leadership? White people in blackface, light-skinned, or blatant homosexuals. Those are the 3 black leaders right now in today's black America. Right there. And any black folk that wants to call me right now and say I'm a goddamn liar, well, then let's do it. I mean, give me a call right now. And if you're calling up right now, you're on hold, you're black America, tell me, tweet at me right now, Politics Ghost. I'll put you on the line right now. These are your 3 leaders right here, right in front of your face. White people in blackface, light-skinned blacks, or blatant homosexuals questionably having the AIDS like D. Ray McKesson and those of the like, all right? So anyway, with that being said, folks, let me just continue going on here, all right? I was talking a little bit about how Donald Trump spent the weekend with Japan's Abe, and I think that's a very strategic move. I think that they're getting chummy. I'm talking about Donald Trump and the Japanese Prime Minister, because or the Japanese head of state. I forgot how they run their government structure out there. But the Japanese head of state, Abe, I think that the reason him and Trump had this very intimate weekend, playing golf, having dinner, their wives spent time together, was because I believe that Donald Trump is using Japan and is going to use Japan as a strategic partner in an attempt to kind of subjugate, well, maybe that's not the right word, in an attempt to calm China's ass down. Now, here in the next coming months, I wouldn't even say months, I'd say maybe in the next month, be expecting Japan and the United States agreeing to allowing Japan to create a military again, to create air force, to create ballistic missiles, and possibly even the ability to create nuclear weapons. Now, why would Trump allow Japan to do this? Well, because right now you have this paper tiger in Asia called China that is trying to saber rattle and be belligerent. Now, unfortunately, I know Trump wanted to basically check China, and we're going to talk about China later on, by basically renegotiating the trade deal and was planning on utilizing Mexico as leverage to renegotiate that trade deal. Unfortunately, we had Nieto, the president of Mexico, deciding that, because he didn't want to build the wall or the wall this or something about the wall, he's like, no, senor, I'm not going to build wall. I don't want to pay for wall, so I will not speak to you no more, Mr. Trump. And Donald Trump responded accordingly, saying, all right, you want to play that way? Well, you know what? 20% tax on everything that comes across the damn border. How do you like that? We'll force you to pay for the wall. You understand that? I mean, why do you think he slapped the 20% tax on all goddamn goods coming from Mexico? We're going to force those goddamn Mexicans to pay for the damn wall. And on top of having them pay for the wall, I mean, you don't think that Nieto is going to have a little bit of a problem here in the next couple of weeks, now that he's going to have probably close to 11 million people flooding back into his goddamn country? You think he's ready for that? I don't think he's ready for that. Why do you think that he had all those Mexican people? As a matter of fact, if you did not see the news, Mexico had I guess, nationwide mass protest against Trump. And it's like, wait a minute, you fat Mexican pieces of garbage in Mexico. Why in the hell are you protesting against Trump, you stupid morons? I mean, because we don't want to take care of your riffraff? I mean, you're protesting against the United States and Trump because we don't want to take care of the garbage that you dumped on us, for Christ's sake, and we're sending them back? And you people are pissed, for Christ's sake? You people are pissed about a wall? Well, too bad. All right, too bad. You're going to take that wall and you're going to eat it and shut it. And you're going to pay for it one way or another, whether you Mexicans like it or not. So what I suggest to you Mexicans is put down the goddamn rubber tortilla that you're chewing, get to your goddamn senses, calm down your goddamn machismo, and go to the damn negotiating table, and you better freaking say you're sorry to President Trump. You understand that? Look at you. You're a bunch of idiots looking like morons out there south of the border. And it's going to be a great day when all these 11 million illegal immigrants that are in the country today go down to your goddamn country, and you're going to have to deal with them now. How are you going to deal with them? How are you going to deal with them, baby? You can't. And that's why. That's why Nieto over there doesn't want the goddamn wall, because he wants to continue to send his riffraff over here. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, let me move on, for Christ's sake. Once again, I think Abe, I didn't mean to get off on this tirade about Mexico, but I'm tired of these Mexicans. I'm tired of them. And let me tell you something else. All you Mexican Americans that are acting as if you're virtue signaling out here, that, hey, this is La Raza, no ban, no wall, or whatever the hell you idiots are doing out here. Hey, why don't you Mexican Americans go down there to Mexico and sneak your asses in there and go partake in their political process and see what the hell happens to you? See if you don't end up in jail. Or better yet, why don't you go down to Mexico and pretend that, because you have the dark skin, you got a little Mexican going on in you, and once you don't start talking articulate Spanish, which is that really fast-ass Spanish, freaking, I mean, if you're not talking that fast-ass Spanish, they're going to spit in your face. I'm not even joking around, man. Let me tell you something. I'm from Texas, all right? And we got a lot of Mexicans walking around out here, and a lot of these Mexicans are not necessarily from Mexico. I mean, these are like second, third generation Mexican Americans out here. And for the most part, folks, I mean, the majority of them don't want to see a bunch of idiot illegal immigrants coming into this country, lowering the cost of wages out here by default, and mooching off of the government dole when they haven't done a goddamn thing for this nation. All right? I mean, most of them don't. But for you dumb Mexican Americans out there that are doing it, you people are stupid. You know what I mean? You people are idiots. And you know what? Why don't you go back to Mexico then? If you think that you're if you're such an identifier of the Mexican culture from Mexico, if you're like, hey, it's La Raza and all this crap, then go back to Mexico with these immigrants if you think Mexico's so freaking great. Oh, what? You don't want to? Oh, you're just doing it to virtue signal. Huh? Oh, that's great. That's great. That's just great. Anyway, look, Justin Trudeau came today. You know, I don't know. You get it, all right? Justin Trudeau came today. They talked about women entrepreneurs. And why are they talking about women entrepreneurs anyway? Whatever happened to equality? I mean, I think they announced today that United States and Canada are, you know, initiating some sort of investment to promote women entrepreneurs, which says to me they're just going to give away free money to skanks that have ideas to open up titty bars or something. I'm not even joking around. Listen, you know, I'm tired of this whole woman stuff as well. I mean, you women, I'm telling you this right now, you are making yourselves insignificant and look pathetic. And for you folks that are out there, oh, I can't believe that you're saying that. That is so sexist, Ghost. Oh, yeah? Why don't you take a look at the women that have been leaders here in the past 10 years, huh? And take a look at how their countries have turned out. Take a look at Angela Merkel over here, huh? I mean, she brought in the refugee migrant crisis that is destroying the culture of Europe. And now what is she doing? She's paying these refugees to leave. She brought them in. She's giving them all kinds of welfare, allowing them to implement Sharia law in areas of Germany, allowing these Yehudis to rape women, rape children, and now what? She's paying them to leave, for Christ's sake. I mean, that's a woman decision. That's a woman decision right there. Take a look at the broad who ran Brazil who got impeached, for Christ's sake. Take a look at the broad who ran Argentina, for Christ's sake. I mean, do I need to continue going? For Christ's sake, I'm not joking. And you know what it is, in my opinion, and let me tell you, you women, you can hate me all you want. I don't really care. I'm telling the truth. All right? Now, some of you women may not fall under the category. There may be a small percentage of you women that, you know, don't oblige what these fatties and uglies are doing at the Million Women's March, that don't oblige this hyper-sensationalism of I'm a woman and I can do anything you can do. I know that there's some of you out there, but a group is defined by its majority, and right now the majority of women have lost their minds. They've lost their minds. I'm not even joking around. You know, when men are bored, okay, when men are bored, you know what we do? We either go and fight each other, and then after we fight, we realize, why do we fight each other? You know, let's be friends kind of thing. Or we build something. You know, and for all you women that are out there saying, well, we can do anything you can do, Ghost. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, yeah? Why don't you name me the buildings that women-only construction crews and design engineers and all that stuff. Tell me the buildings that women themselves built. Oh, wow, that's right, you can. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm sorry. Tell me the car that women only have built and engineered and that, I'm sorry, that's right, you can. Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm just saying, you know, tell me I'm just asking. I'm just asking questions. So, I'm just saying, and somebody in the Inner Circle chat room just said, equality doesn't exist. No, it doesn't exist. Equality doesn't exist, all right? I mean, we're not equally tall or short. We're not equally fat or skinny. We're not equally beautiful or ugly. There's nothing equal about life, you morons. It's a conceived idea that everybody deserves to be equal. No, they don't. And if that was the case, then this whole life would cease to exist, man. Anyway, look, I've had enough of this. All right, let me move on to Twitter shout-outs, for Christ's sake. All right, because I'm probably going over the heads of you morons, and you people are like, I don't get it. I think women can do everything men can do. Nah, nah, nah. Yeah, in theory, that's correct. But in application and practice, it doesn't seem that way as far as I'm concerned. It doesn't seem that way as far as I'm concerned. Call me sexist all you want. I don't really give a crap anymore. I don't care if you call me racist, sexist. I don't care anymore. I don't care. These things don't mean anything anymore. You damn leftists, you liberals have worn out these words that no one cares. I don't care, nor does anybody else care. So congratulations. Anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and get to one of everybody's favorite part of the broadcast. I'm talking Twitter shout-outs. And for you folks that want a Twitter shout-out, all you've got to do is retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account. And the tweet to retweet is True Capitalist Radio Live. That's right, folks. True Capitalist Radio Live. When you retweet that tweet, I will give you a Twitter shout-out live right here on the broadcast, right here and now. Hey, engineer, do we have any Twitter shout-outs to be had? All right, well, let's go ahead and get to some Twitter shout-outs right now. All right, what's going on to Baxter Chen? What's going on to Smiler? He's in the house. Smooth Capitalist, Kingfish in the place. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Who else we got? We got the Omegatron, Artron Havoc in the place. The Cobalt Capitalist, what's going on, man? Finchy Bird, OG Toru, what's going on? Wash away the liberals. Oh, man, that's horrible. Come on, man. Come on. Anyway, we've got Chris Hyde in the place. We got Remington in the house. We got Carolina Capitalist, the Quaker Queer, whatever the hell that's supposed to mean. Governor Wolf in the place. We've got Richard Gostenser. Yeah, shut up. Don't compare me to that fruit bowl. Freaking Russian agent. Don't compare me to that asshole. We got Jizzmaster 3000, True Soros Radio. Shut up. We got Top Badger. We got a little left of center. We've got King Marnie. We've got Ghost equals evil sexist. Shut up. I'm not a freaking evil sexist. I'm just telling it how it is. And all I'm saying is this. Compare a woman who has spent 4 years in college studying women's studies to a woman that has spent 4 years in a kitchen and see which one has more skills. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You can't argue with that. Anyway, we got Clyde in the house. There's the 727 caller. Long time no see. How you doing? Hey, guys. How you doing, man? How you doing, man? Anyway, we got Exora Hawks in the house. We got the Trans Short Bus. Did you put a pair of balls on a short bus, for Christ's sake? Come on, man. We got CDI Fan 237. We've got Washed Up Oroville. Jesus Christ. God damn it. How did I know that or something like that was going to be brought on Twitter shout-outs today? How the hell did I know that? How the hell did I know that? Oh, Jesus. Give me the phone. How the hell did I know that from you sorry sacks of crap? How the hell did I know that? Anyway, I'm going to just continue on here. All right? We got what's going on to Alicia? What's going on? NRJ Commando in the house. We've got what Ghost can't wrestle. What the hell does that mean? Why the hell would I want to wrestle anyway? I kick ass and take names. I don't want to wrestle around and muscle-bound freaks in underwear out here. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's continue going here. Who else do we have? We've got, I'm not going to say that disgusting name. California Water Park. Look, shut up, all right? Warmonger Ghost. Hey, the only reason I think that we need a war going on out here is because I'm tired of everybody thinking that, you know, they could just continuously be cartoon watching tards. You know? I mean, no one wants to grow up. You know, I had a discussion about this the other day, and people were trying to tell me that there was some sort of value in, like, comic books and cartoons and that sort of thing. As a matter of fact, we are now in the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost, and once again, I want to thank you for tuning in with me. Follow me on Twitter, of course, Politics Ghost. Anyway, they try to tell me that there's some sort of value and lessons to be learned from these things to some capacity, and I just don't see it. I don't see any reason for anyone to anesthetize themselves with fiction or fantasy or cartoons or comic books. I think that we have gone way too far off the deep end with this ridiculous fanaticism of this nonsense. I mean, we've got grown adults attending conventions dressed up as cartoon characters and thinking that that is an appropriate thing to do and is fun and kooky. I mean, this has gone far beyond anyone's perception of lunacy as far as I'm concerned. I mean, we're in some serious effing times, and yet the majority of the country is acting as if they're literally on an unlimited gag reel or a Groundhog Day perpetuation of Saturday morning cartoons. I'm not even joking around!
Calling the beautifully redesigned 2017 Mercedes-Benz CLA simply a four-door coupe is like describing a world-class athlete as just a good runner. With its sleek profile and powerful turbocharged engine, the CLA offers agility and design that are unmatched in its class, and it's available now at an exceptional price. Why drive any four-door coupe when you could be driving the 2017 Mercedes-Benz CLA? Visit MBUSA.com/CLA to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
So look, I'm done with that rant, but I'm sick of it. I think that the emphasis on fantasy, the emphasis on cartoons, the emphasis on fiction is reasons why we are at this predicament in American sociality today, or in Western sociality today. Everybody is in make-believe out here, and they don't want to deal with reality. And unfortunately, we're seeing the repercussions of that. The Million Women's March, Occupy Wall Street, these leftist lunatics out here. All right? I mean, I'm just saying, I've had about enough of this man-child America. I've had enough of it, man. Look, look, if you're a capitalist and, you know, you like to do whatever it is with whatever you like watching cartoons or whatever, that's fine. I don't care. Just contribute to society. But for the most part, the majority of these people that are out here conducting themselves like a bunch of, you know, half-tards dressed up as superheroes are 9 times out of 10 complete pathetic losers in life. And instead of putting all that emphasis and energy and money and time and effort into, fruit bowl cosplay, why don't you start a business? Why don't you invest the money that you're going to put into that crap, into the stock market? And why don't you take your goddamn life seriously, you idiot? I'm sick of these damn-ass cartoon fetish freaks. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of them, man. I'm sorry. I can't stand them. I can't stand them, man. I'm sorry. I can't stand them. Freaking give me the mic. You know, and people ask me,
Hey, Ghost, you never watch cartoons?
yeah, you know what? I used to watch cartoons when I was a kid, okay? I like Looney Tunes and Yosemite Sam and Foghorn Leghorn and Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. Yeah, but am I watching it like tonight? Am I going to do that tonight with the wife? Huh? Me and the wife, we're going to spend tomorrow watching cartoons, and I'm going to be dressing up in whatever Daffy Duck cosplay or something. No. I'm just saying, man. I'm sorry. You know, if I offend you, I don't really care. All right? I don't really care. You need to grow up. Anyway, we got Sail Away, California. Oh, that's great. That's just great. We've got Short Bus Convoy. Here we go with these short bus assets. Just shut up. Mr. Fortune Cookie merch. Yeah, shut up. We got Califas in Agua. Califas in Agua. Good God. Look, there's some capitalists out there in California, man. I got a lot of fans in California. I got a lot of people who listen to me in California, man. I mean, so what? I know there are a bunch of libtards out there. I know, but there's capitalists out there. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ, man. Austin Hispandex riot. Is there going to be a Hispandex riot in Austin? I was unaware of that. We got distilling in the casino. Oh, yeah, you're in the casino, huh? Why don't you roll them dice, baby? 7-11, 7-11, even backdoor Little Joe. Anyway, let me move on, folks. I'm going off keister here. That was a lyric from gangster rap studio gangster Ice Cube. Today was a good day. Who else? We got Oroville Yacht Club. Oh, geez. Look, enough with the Oroville stuff. Enough of that garbage. Damn, Oroville. Oh, man, what an asshole. Ah, damn it. That's horrible. That's horrible. You're trying to make fun of the Oroville situation with that damn Daniel fruitful horse crap? You sick son of a bitch. Man, I can't believe you, Saxon. I can't believe you, man. I can't believe. You know what? Give me the freaking. You son of a bitch. You know, I'm done with this damn Twitter shout-outs, for Christ's sake. I can see where y'all are going with this, and I don't appreciate it. I can see where y'all are going with this, and I don't really goddamn appreciate it, you sorry sack of crap. So you know what? We're not doing Twitter shout-outs anymore there, you fruit bowl. And, look at this, Daffy Duck cosplay for Ghost. You see how people are pissing? They're pissing me off, man. Wait a minute. Don't. That's not the military. Shut up. There's no bronies in the military, for Christ's sake. No, that's a fake picture. Shut up. Somebody just tweeted at me a freaking photo of some freaking soldier out there in the sticks with a brony. Look, I don't believe that. All right, I don't believe that one bit. You go shove it up your ass. I don't believe that one bit. I'm moving on with the show. Go screw yourselves, all of you. Anyway, where the hell was I, engineer? That's right. We got, once again, Japan's Abe kicking it with POTUS this weekend, golfing and being chummy, because as I stated, I believe that Trump is going to utilize Japan as a strategic partner in the Asian Peninsula. And what he's going to allow here in the next month or two is going to allow Japan to open up its military that has been prevented to do so since World War II. Open up its military capabilities, its armaments, ballistic missile capabilities, and potentially nuclear capability. And the reason I suggest that Donald Trump is doing this is because if we take a look back at the history, of Japan and China, these are two countries that do not like each other, and Japan has kicked the crap out of China a couple of times, and China has not forgotten about it. So why not arm, why not allow to have a military old Japan so that just in case China starts saber-rattling again, Japan can go in and clean up and do goddamn America's dirty work as far as I'm concerned. I'm not joking around. Wait a minute. Wait, hold on just a second. There are actual brony military guys? Are you effing kidding me? Are you kidding me? Look at that Twitter. No! Not the military, goddammit! Look at the goddamn Twitter. Look at this. This is a news article. Meet the bronies. Military men gather as My Little Pony fans. Oh, God. Yeah. What the fuck? Our freaking military is fruiting up, for Christ's sake? No, that's Obama's military. That is not Trump's military. That's Obama's military. That's Obama's military. That's not Trump's military, boy. That's Obama's military. Give me the mic. That's Obama's military, for Christ's sake. Bronies in the military, for Christ's sake, man. Come on, man. Oh, Jesus Christ. You know, I don't know how much more I can take of this. I'm not even joking around. I'm not even joking around, man. And look at this. Here's some more. Warhorse, the military's My Little Pony fan club. Warhorse, the military's My Little Pony fan club. No. Oh, my God. Oh, give me the mic, man. Give me the mic. How in the hell am I supposed to do a broadcast knowing that we got bronies in the military? You know what? I gotta lay down on the couch. I gotta lay down on the couch on this one. I can't do this. I gotta have a shrink session or something, man. I'm telling you, I came into the show with a freaking bad mood, for Christ's sake. And let me just calm down here. Let me lay on this couch. Hey, here's Templeton. Templeton's coming over here. How you doing, Templeton? Come here. I need help, Templeton. Do you know there's bronies in the military, Templeton? Hey, Templeton, you know there's bronies in the military. Oh, my God. Templeton's looking at me kind of like, what the hell are you talking about? Hey, Templeton, there's bronies in the military. Can you believe this? Okay, he didn't give a crap. I can't believe this crap, man. I mean, I got to lay down on the couch. I got to take some deep breaths, for Christ's sake. I mean, you know, what is this world coming to, man? I mean, you know, today, Sarah Silverman, we found a Sarah Silverman tweet of her. You said, I'm finding it harder and harder to do this broadcast, folks. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm finding it harder and harder to do. And every single day that I try to do this broadcast, it just gets harder. If it's not the goddamn troll terrorist and cyber vermin, It's the short bus. If it's not them, it's, this freak show crap that I'm always being exposed to. I can't take this anymore, man. What happened to civil society, for Christ's sake, man? What happened to civil society, man? What happened to civil society, man? I don't even want to do this broadcast now that I know there's freaking Brodies in the military. I'm not even joking around. I don't even want to do this broadcast anymore because it's like, what the hell? What am I doing here, man? I don't like this cartoon shit. I'm sorry. Excuse my French. I don't like this cartoon fetish crap. There's something wrong with people's heads, okay? If you're an adult and you're out here having a cartoon fetish, there's something wrong with your head. I'm sorry. I just have to go out and say it right now. And you know what? I'm going to have a whole bunch of people saying, Ghost, no, you don't know what you're talking about. I like it because I like the stories. I like the nice little stories about horses with little papers going on. They're just nice, sweet stories. I'm sorry, man. I got to calm down. I know I'm going off key. I can't deal with this. Anyway, listen. I'm going to try to move on with the broadcast here. I'm in a bad effing mood. And these idiots on the internet are making me even more pissed off. So I'm going to try to move on with the broadcast, and I can't believe what's going on here. Anyway, listen, let's just move on to a better subject matter. Let's move to something that'll put us in a better mood. All right? Now, yesterday was the Grammys, folks. Like, we all give a crap. But the reason that this Grammys was rather special, a songwriter, actress, model, singer by the name of Joy Villa. Joy Villa, I strongly advise everybody to follow this woman, biracial, very, very attractive, obviously, so on and so forth. She unveiled one of the most beautiful dresses probably of this century. It was a MAGA dress, Making America Great Again, pro-Trump, and she triggered the Grammys. She triggered all those liberals. She had them all triggered. And you know, folks, the person who designed the MAGA dress, all right, the Making America Great Again Trump dress for Joy Villa, was a legal immigrant named Andre Soriano. Andre Soriano is a legal naturalized citizen that came from the Philippines. And the reason he created that dress, and the reason I believe Joy Villa wore the dress, is because of two things. I think that those people that are truly leftists, and when I talk about leftists, I'm talking about the old version of liberals, like 90s liberal, 80s liberal. Because right now, the kind of liberal that leftist has turned into is completely authoritarian and completely disgusting. And individuals like Joy Villa, because Joy Villa is a feminist, believe it or not, folks. Yeah, she puts it proudly on her profile that she's a feminist. But she's not the feminist that you're seeing out here in America today. This is a woman who understands and who's been all over the world as a model, as an actress, as a singer, as a songwriter, is a very talented woman. This woman has seen that she doesn't want to have anything to do with what the left is doing with Islam and Sharia law and the hijab and all this other crap. All right? This Joy Villa is actually appreciating the fact that she's a woman and that she lives in a country where she can model, where she can show off her assets, her curves, show off her body, and be paid for it, make a living off of it. And you see, that's against now what modern feminism is all about. Modern feminism, they want to put women in the hijab. They want to put women in the beekeeper suit. They want to be down with goddamn She's the one who want to be got down with goddamn Sharia law out here. And you see, Joy Villa, on the other hand, she understands that, hey, look, I don't want a society where we're going to embrace a Sharia law concept that will prohibit me, which is what she's saying to herself, from being a model. Not only is she a model, folks, she also does she does the bikini, like the bikini muscle contests. Like, she's not like a bodybuilder, but she poses in these bikinis where, she shows her six-pack, she gets real cut and lean and that sort of thing. So only in America can you partake in that type of activity and make money. And she's not out here like dumbass Amber Rose, even though Joy Villa likes showing off her curves. Joy Villa likes showing off her assets. All right? She understands that she is not Amber Rose and promoting slut walks and being a slut and a whore and that sort of thing. So, in my personal opinion, I think that Joy Villa used this opportunity at the Grammys to pose a political statement to folks that she was once a liberal, but appreciates the fact that Donald Trump obviously cares about minorities because he's the only candidate to put a point of emphasis at helping the black community. He's the only candidate that's actually hired women executives, all right? All right, hired women executives and progressed women in general as far as corporate America is concerned. All right? And secondly, not to mention, we also have Andre Soriano, who is the designer. Andre Soriano obviously is a very flamboyant homosexual. Okay, just take a look at him. If you don't know who he is, take a look at him. Andre Soriano believes in the same concept, and the only difference is that he wants to be safe. He wants to make money making clothing. He wants to make money making clothing for women, to make them look beautiful, to make them accentuate their assets, that sort of thing. At the same time, he wants to be a flamboyant homosexual that is safe in a country. He doesn't want, himself to be subjected to any kind of scrutiny because of a goddamn fanatical religion like Islam. So that's why I'm trying to tell people what these motives were. And look, they may not agree with Trump on everything. They may not agree with every single policy, but the basis of Trump's presidency is not only make America great again, but make America safe again. Because in a freaked out America in which the left is trying, and it's been publicly publicized, folks, they are trying to make this country ungovernable. They are now the alt-left or the Tea Party left, trying to make this government ungovernable. And what's going to happen when that context happens? Who knows? But I don't like where it's headed. The leftists getting in with these Islamic fanatics that want to put women in the hijab. Hey, y'all remember those feminists in Sweden? Remember the feminist government in Sweden, I believe it was? Remember they took a picture and said, Trump, hey, this is what women look like and all this other crap. Y'all remember that? These same stupid, stupid skankosaurus slutbags out there in Sweden out here. All right? Here, first feminist government. Let me go ahead and retweet this, okay? I tweeted it before. Let me retweet it again. Here's them walking into the Iranian heads of state parliament, or whatever the hell you call this stupid palace, and look, they're wearing hijabs. Look at this, right here. Walk of shame. Walk of shame. Woman of Sweden's first feminist government in the world don a hijab as they walk past Iran's Rouhani. Look at that. Huh? That's what feminism is today, and that's what Joy Villa doesn't want. That's what Andre Soriano doesn't want. They don't want that crap. They want to be safe. Do you think a beautiful-looking woman like Joy Villa wants to walk around looking the way she does in a precariously violent society, religiously fanatical society? No, she doesn't. And neither does Andre Soriano, which is a very flamboyant homosexual. These two people just want to live their lives and make their living without being persecuted by some fanatics, without being persecuted by what they do and who they are. So that's why I'm telling everybody right here, everybody who's hating on Joy Villa, everybody who's hating on Andre Soriano, they may not agree with everything Trump is saying, but in the end, for the most part, they want a safe America. They want to be able to continue to make a living in the methods in which they are making a living. Soriano says he loves America. He loves Trump. I mean, he likes the fact that he's going to make America first. He's a naturalized citizen. He came into this country legally. This is a legal immigrant. So that's why I'm saying, in my personal opinion, whether these people used to be liberals, whether they used to be Democrats, it doesn't matter. The Democrats, in my personal opinion, are going so far left that it's becoming unattractive to those that were once leftists. And I'm talking liberals, I'm talking like feminists who actually wanted women to be able to do what Joy Villa is doing. Now the feminists look at Joy Villa and think that she's condoning the patriarchy. I'm not joking around. So congratulations to Joy Villa for triggering the Grammys. Congratulations to Andre Soriano for designing the dress, and I know what the political statement that you were trying to do with that dress for both of you. All right? I know that at some point you realize that I don't want to stop doing what I'm doing. I don't want to end up where the progressive left is going to take us. I don't want wild Yehudis coming into the country and turning it into goddamn Europe. You understand? So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And the bottom line is that regardless, it was triggering the Grammys, and it was funny as hell. So that's all I got to say about that. As a matter of fact, did you all hear that? Practically the whole Grammys was an anti-Trump ad. Did you know Busta Rhymes actually came out and talked garbage about Trump? I didn't even know Busta Rhymes was still alive. And then when I looked him up, I mean, he's barely alive, for Christ's sake, man. Why don't you put the fork down for about 5 minutes there, Busta Rhymes, for Christ's sake? And not to mention, I don't see you with the big gold chains anymore, Busta. I remember you used to wear them big-ass gold chains, thought you were gangsta, huh? You had to turn those chains back in, didn't you poor bastard? And now you're trying to criticize Trump to boost your goddamn stupid record sales. You suck, Busta Rhymes. You always suck. You know what your only claim to fame was? You know what your only claim to fame was? You were in a couple of movies, and then you shitted out a couple of albums because you had a stupid Coolio fake haircut. And people bought your crap. Woo-ha! I got them all in check. What the hell kind of song was that? Woo-ha! I got them all in check. And if I step up in that place and I'm correct, woo-ha! What the hell kind of song was that? So that's why I'm saying, man. I mean, it was a freaking anti-Trump ad, for Christ's sake. And not to mention, this kind of off subject, but still talking about music. Can somebody remove this fat kebab Khalid or DJ Khaled? Can somebody remove this fat kebab already? I'm sick of looking at this stupid idiot, man. Jesus Christ. I mean, somebody remove this fat kebab. I'm DJ Khaled. I'm the best, man. I'm the best. We're the best, baby. Yeah. Shut up, man. Somebody shove a freaking ham sandwich down that kebab's throat. I'm sick of that guy. Jesus Christ. Anyway, folks, I would like to reiterate that this is why you should be very cautious on where and who you spend your money on. And I've said this ever since the beginning of my broadcast. Where Where you spend your money is a political goddamn statement, boy. Do you understand that? Where you spend your money is a political goddamn statement. And if you're going to continue to buy a Busta Rhymes song and you're going to continue to condone all this anti-Trump garbage, then these people are going to continue to say it. You know, because Netflix decided to, I guess, create that ridiculous racist content called Dear White People, which was racist against white people, obviously, people have decided they're going to end their Netflix accounts. And I think that's good, folks. I think that you need to vote with your dollar. Do not give your dollar to anybody that condones this nonsense. Like I said, Starcucks. Boycott Starcucks because they're spitting in the faces of the American consumer by saying that they're going to defy the rule of law set forth by the president in this immigration reform and still hire 10,000 illegal immigrants. So before you go out there and spend your cash, before you go out there and buy any of these goddamn CDs, albums, you go out and spend your money on a goddamn Hollywood flick, before you do all that, think about where the hell you spend your money. And think about where you spend your money as a political statement. And the reason I say this, folks, is because I hate hearing people say, oh, well, Walmart moved into my town and they ran away all the mom and pop shops out of my town. No, Walmart didn't do that. You did that. The consumer in the community did that. Well, they're cheaper, Ghost. I don't know. They're cheaper. Well, you know what? You're going to get cheap goods. You're going to get cheap jobs. You're going to get cheap labor. You're going to get cheap economic opportunity. You get it? Every time I hear the whole argument that Walmart is ruining mom and pop shop America, you don't know your ass from your elbow, you morons. All right? It's the American consumer that continues to give their money to these conglomerates like Walmart that is destroying the mom and pop shop. All right? And by the way, you know how hard it is in Obama's America? All right, we're barely going into a new capitalist era now, but during Obama's America, go try to conduct yourself in some sort of a business. Go out there and say during Obama's America that you own a business or that you run a business. People look at you like, oh, what, you think you're better than me, man? You think you better than me? What, you think you my master all of a sudden? You got a master's degree? You think you my master? I'm not joking around, man. I mean, I have seen people try in Obama's America open up a business and fail because people were just haters. They were just haters. I'm not even joking around, man. They're just hating on people like, nah, you know what, man? You think you better than me, man. I'm out here with my Obama phone, baby. I'm out here with my welfare, baby. You think you better than me, man. I'm going to Walmart, man. I'm going to spend no money on you, man. And that's why we have Walmarts all across the country. And that's why mom and pop shops have been literally withered away into nothing because the American consumer.
Calling the 2017 Mercedes-Benz GLA simply a compact SUV is like describing a cathedral as just 4 walls and a ceiling. The GLA is both a beautiful work of design and one of the most functional SUVs in its class, and it's available at an exceptional price. Why drive any compact SUV when you could be driving the 2017 Mercedes-Benz GLA? Visit MBUSA.com/GLA to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
The American consumer decided that, instead of spending a little bit more, keeping the money in my community with local businesses, I'm going to go ahead and give it to some freaking corporate entity that's going to wire the goddamn money out at midnight anyway, for Christ's sake. Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, let me move on here. Once again, Joy Villa triggers the Grammys with the Making America Great Again dress made by Andre Soriano. It was great to see everyone on Twitter lose it completely, death-threatening a woman just because of a damn dress. And that just goes to show you how sick and stupid and mentally handicapped the majority of folks on the left actually are. Now, let's continue going. I want to talk a little bit about Oroville Dam. For you folks that are unaware, I was tweeting about this yesterday. At any moment, this dam could literally malfunction, literally causing spillage for miles and miles and miles away. They have already evacuated nearly 200,000 people in the area because they're fearing that the crumbling dam spillway will unfortunately breach itself. And if it does, it's going to be a very horrific situation for people in California. Now, if you're not aware of this, California has been getting drenched with rain after having a drought for a couple of years. Y'all remember that? Having torrential rain, and it has made this Oroville Dam peak to capacity to the point in which they had to release water out of the spillway. They got to release it just so that they can, kind of offset the overflow of the dam. The problem is, folks, is that in the process of doing that, there was a certain element of erosion in this hole that they used to allow the dam to spout off its water, and it could potentially breach that hole to even a bigger capacity that is unstoppable. And that is the most scariest part about this predicament. Now, what they're hoping is that they're hoping that they release enough water that it decreases the amount of water overflowing in the dam itself. And they're trying to do this as quick as possible, folks, because as a result, we're having more rain in this region here in the next couple of days. In the next couple of days, there's going to be constant, nonstop rain back to back to back. And this is a very precarious situation here because, in my personal opinion, because of the lack of mainstream news coverage that this very, very dangerous situation is getting, I personally believe that they are trying to concoct a way to blame this on Donald Trump. Now, with that being said, 4 days ago, there was a very weird post on Reddit in which they described how this particular incident of the Oroville Dam will be used to remove Trump from office. Now, let me go ahead and retweet that one for you folks that aren't aware or haven't seen it. Here it is right here. It highlights how the Oroville Dam will be used to remove Donald Trump. Because what's going to happen here, and luckily they've already evacuated 200,000 people, so that will decrease the amount of casualties that would potentially or could potentially happen if this dam busts open and just breaches and breaks through and spills all over California. Now, how they are going to use this, they're going to use this as a means, according to this Reddit post, which provides a lot of documented evidence, how they are now trying to propose and set up Trump for this particular debacle, is that there was no response from Trump, and that Trump didn't do anything, and that Trump is an incompetent leader. And what's going to happen is this. According to the Reddit post, which I just retweeted, if y'all want to go to my Twitter, check it out, Politics Ghost, they state that what's going to happen is, because the spillway is going to encompass a large part of California, and it's going to kill thousands of people, that aside from the actual spillage killing people, that they're actually working on some natural gas lines within the region of the spillway, and those natural gas lines could legitimately cause even more of a toxic situation that could kill even more and more people. And we're talking thousands upon thousands of people dead. And you're going to have a lot of folks pointing to Donald Trump and his lackadaisical attitude, supposedly, towards this crisis, even though, let's be honest, it was California that should have been worrying about this particular Oroville Dam. I mean, they've been knowing about this problem for 12 years, according to reports. But instead, you know what California was too busy spending their state income tax doing? giving driver's licenses to illegal immigrants, giving entitlements to illegal immigrants, giving money to sanctuary cities. That's where the California money went. So I want to make this clear right now. If these lamestream media jerk dicks try to blame whatever happens in Oroville, California, if they try to blame it on Donald Trump, we better hit them up full throttle and let them know that they knew about this problem for 12 years, and instead of California utilizing its massive state income tax resources to fix this problem, they decided that they were going to go ahead and utilize this damn thing as an opportunity to just go ahead and give licenses to illegal immigrants. Let's go ahead and give entitlements to illegal immigrants, so on and so forth. So all I'm saying, folks, is that don't let them try to tie this to Obama. Tie it to Obama. Don't let them try to tie this to Trump. Excuse me. Somebody tweeted a freaking dumb picture of Obama at me. Don't let them try to put this on Trump, because I can already sense that they're concocting a way to blame him. That's why there's not so much media coverage about this very dangerous and pending doom situation. I mean, it's not a matter of if, it's when this damn thing is going to breach. Okay, so what? They put out enough water to prevent the overflow of the dam, but there's more consecutive days of rain coming, folks. It's going to happen. That's why folks that are now evacuated from that particular region, they should stay gone for at least a week and a half. And you better call your insurance companies and start letting them know, hey, look, I'm in the path of this spillway. What's going to happen? Am I covered? So on and so forth. So that's why I'm saying, folks, in my personal opinion, this is a very dangerous situation that California brought on itself. All right? And now, you know what's funny about it? This is God slapping godless California in the face for all the disgusting, despicable ridiculousness that they are out here doing. All right? All the ridiculousness that they're doing, for Christ's sake. The Cal exit. The Cal exit, for Christ's sake. You people can't even support yourselves. Look at you. You've got the Governor Brown begging for federal aid because of all the rain that you have had in California. And you want a Cal exit? You want Cal exit, for Christ's sake? So shove it up your ass. As a matter of fact, thank you very much, Strictly Diesel. It's been good to see you. I haven't seen you in a minute. Here it is right here, all right? Here it is right here, right from California, local Fox 40. All right, officials dismissed Oroville spillway concerns in 2005 documents. There it is. All right, just retweeted it right there. Right there. So if they try to blame Donald Trump for this, you throw that in their face. This is California's fault. All right? If anything happens in Oroville, it's California's fault, the state of California. You people have misappropriated your funds long enough, and it's finally coming down to haunt your ass. I'm sorry. It's coming down to haunt your ass. So if you're a capitalist in the midst of this, get out. I mean, this is your call to get out. Please, get the hell out of there. It's going to breach, all right? It's going to breach. There's more rain coming. Get the hell out. And if you're a liberal and, you help vote for Obama and Hillary, well, just stay there. They might, who knows? Just stay there. Just stay right there. As a matter of fact, why don't you go around the spillway and look at it, and, maybe Obama, will do something for you. Who knows? But if you're a capitalist, get out. Get out. Anyway, with that being said, let's not let them blame Trump for this, because they're going to try to say that he's an incompetent executive, that he didn't do anything, he allowed thousands of people to die, blah, blah, blah. But hey, Cali, I thought y'all were, your own country. I thought this was all about Cal exit. What happened? What happened? Woo! Huh? Hey, you got Godsmacked, didn't you, boy, huh? California got Godsmacked, didn't you, boy? Oh, my God. Anyway, let's move on, all right? Let's continue moving on here. All right, we ain't got a lot of time here. Did you know that probably yesterday morning, the capitalist army had gotten a hold of an unverified video reported to be John Podesta. Now, this is an unverified video, but according to the sources that gave it to the capitalist army, it is supposed to be John Podesta abusing a child. Now, we didn't want to release this through our channels of social media because we couldn't verify this video, and moreover, it's a rather disturbing video to say the least. Now, the video in question is a video that can't really make out what's going on in the video itself. You hear a voice which sounds very much like John Podesta physically abusing a child who is it's one of the most sickest things I've ever heard in my life. Let's just put it that way. Anyway, we didn't want to release it, so we wanted it to get verified. So as a result, some of the capitalist army operatives released it on poll, and we wanted some of the poll acts out there to either verify or unverify this particular piece of video that was received to us. And we didn't know. We didn't know what was going on. We didn't get it. We didn't get an answer for it. Nobody understood it. So on and so forth. So as a result, I'm going to retweet the video because somebody else released it yesterday evening. To be honest with you, we've had possession of this for a few days. It was given to us via live leak, but has gotten pulled down accordingly because of the goddamn content of the video. So before you look at this video, viewer discretion is advised. It's a very, very sick, twisted video, and I'm not saying it is John Podesta, but according to the people who leaked this particular video, John Podesta is supposedly the man in the voice. So I'm not really sure what to make of this. I think it's, rather convenient to say the least. Whether it is or isn't John Podesta, it just underscores that Podestas and their obsession with children, it's just coming back to haunt them. Their obsession with abused children's paintings, cannibalism, a lot of this stuff is just coming back to haunt them. Now, once again, viewer discretion is advised on that particular video. Whether it is or isn't him, the point is that we have to get down to something here. Now, I did allude to this earlier that Sarah Silverman actually was found, somebody found a tweet of hers from 2009, which I retweeted, of her stating this. And look, I'm not kidding. This is what she said in 2009. And it just has to be said because I don't know what's going on. Why do liberals have an infatuation with pedophilia? I don't get it. There's a big correlation with liberals and pedophiles. I don't understand it. Anyway, here's the Sarah Silverman tweet from 2009. Hey, is it considered molestation if the child makes the first move? I'm going to need a quick answer on this. This is Sarah Silverman, 2009. Let me go ahead and retweet that one. Here's Sarah Silverman. Now, why is it that these liberals have an infatuation with child sex abuse? Why do these liberals have an infatuation with pedophilia? Somebody answer me that question. Somebody answer me that goddamn question. So, once again, folks, I am asking, all right, why? Why? Why is it that liberals decide that they just want to go ahead and nonchalantly approach child sex abuse like it's no big deal? I mean, take a look at how liberal Hollywood looks at Woody Allen. Take a look at how liberal Hollywood looks at Roman Polanski. Hell, even Corey Feldman said in an interview that the biggest secret in Hollywood is pedophilia. He said it in an interview. So it exists. So for all you people that are like, no, you're lying, Ghost. That's just too far-fetched. Hey, what the Catholic Church has been molesting hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of children for the past 50-plus years. And everybody at the time thought it was a bunch of crap. I mean, hell, I was talking about this on Friday. Nobody thought that Jerry Sandusky, the coach in Penn State, was a child molester. And those that did know didn't want to say anything because, he was a good coach. I'm not joking, man. One coach found this guy molesting a kid in the freaking shower. And this guy ran a nonprofit organization helping supposed disenchanted kids. Yeah, helping himself to those disenchanted kids. Well, you know what, folks? That's not the end of the story. Today, Jerry Sandusky's son, Jeffrey Sandusky, arrested on child sex charges. Oh, my God. Give me a break. Are you kidding me? Like father, like son, like father, like son, for Christ's sake. I mean, good God. The apple doesn't fall very far from the pedophile tree. I don't get this. Now, Jerry Sandusky's son, Jeffrey Sandusky, arrested for child sex charges. I'm telling you this right now. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. I was just talking about Jerry Sandusky on Friday, wasn't I? And I was saying that nobody could ever believe that. Nobody could have ever believed the Catholic Church was molesting children. No one could ever believe that Dennis Hastert, the Speaker of the House, could have done such a thing. No one could believe the Franklin cover-up. For you folks that are unaware, why don't you YouTube search the Franklin cover-up and take a look at that sick documentary. I'm telling you this right now. In our world today, in America, let's put it down to America. In America today, morality has withered away down to the last subject here. We're at the last crosshairs, the last line of morality. And the last line of morality is this. You either think that pedophiles should be dead, should be killed, should be castrated, should be murdered, or you think they should be praised and you think that their relationship could be condoned. One or the other. You're either pro-pedophile or you want to kill them. That's all there is to it. There's the line in the sand right now in morality in America today. There's the line in the sand. You're either a goddamn Woody Allen, butt-loving, Roman Polanski pedophile, or you want to kill them sons of bitches. I want to kill them sons of bitches, okay? I think that if you're a damn pedophile and you have been proven that you have sexually molested and robbed a child of their innocence, you should be put to death. And that's why I'm saying, folks, we need to start acting. You know, and if we hear that there's somebody that killed some disgusting child molester, and we happen to be sitting on a jury in which we have the power to basically let this guy go free on the streets, I think that we should just make sure that we as a collective civil society find people not guilty doing God's work by killing child molesters, in my opinion. I'm not joking around. I mean, if I'm on a jury and I hear, okay, if I hear this that there's a person on trial for murder, and their prime directive, their modus operandi for murder was because this person was a child molester, I'm voting not guilty no matter what. All right, we need to be. You know what Duarte is doing in the Philippines with drug dealers? This is what we have to do out here in America for pedophiles. I'm not even joking around. I'm not even kidding, man. We need to get the hell. We need to make people so scared to be pedophile that they just don't want to do it. That it's so dangerous for them that it's not even worth trying to entertain that sexual desire. All right, make it so dangerous for them that the propensity of them dying doing that is so high that they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. So that's all I'm saying. And I know there's people that are like, well, they're human too, Ghost. Yeah, all you people that are saying they're human, you probably deserve to go with them, all right? You probably deserve to go with them. And listen, I'm not just talking about males here. I'm talking about you dumb female cunts, too, that are out here banging 12-year-olds and 13-year-olds and thinking it's great. I think that you broads should also be thrown in some kind of goddamn gas chamber, for a lack of a better term. Robbing kids of their innocence, for Christ's sake. There is no justification for this, man. There is no justification of robbing a child of its innocence, you sick, twisted idiots. That's the morality that we're living in. I mean, listen to me. There is no morality. The only morality we have left as a culture, as an American culture, is anti-pedophiles. That's it. Anti-pedophiles. And unless we go down a slippery slope, which this lamestream media seems like it's trying to induce us into a slippery slope upon this subject matter, then where does it all end? I mean, if we desensitize this country into believing that it's okay to partake in sick-ass pedophilia, child sex abuse, then, God, why don't you unleash the goddamn waterways and flood this damn son of a bitch, because we don't deserve to live. If we are going to accept pedophilia, if we're going to accept child sex abuse as a civilization, then we don't deserve to be on this earth. I'm not even joking around. Drop the nuclear bomb now. Let's go ahead and just off humanity and let the dolphins have their turn at ruling the world. I'm not even joking around. If we're going to accept this, man, I'm not even joking around, then we might as well end the planet. I mean, we might as well end the planet. I'm not joking. If we're going to accept child pedophilia, if we're going to accept child sex abuse, then end the world. I'm not joking around. End the freaking world. Anyway, let me move on here. Once again, Capitalist Army gets a hold of an unverified video reported to be John Podesta abusing a child. And I've said this time and time again, for you people that are dismissing this whole Pizzagate nonsense, yeah, that's what the same people said about the Catholic Church. That's what the same people said about the Franklin cover-up. That's exactly what they said about Jerry Sandusky. And look, lo and behold, Jerry Sandusky's son, Jeffrey Sandusky, arrested for sex charges. Child sex charges, huh? That's just great. Good God. Let me move on because we're running out of time here. Did y'all hear about these 3 Muslim brothers that were hired to be the IT guys in Congress and their possible connections to the Muslim Brotherhood? Yeah. Yeah, for you folks that are unaware, for some reason, these 3 Muslim IT guys were hired to take care of the Congress's network, and they were recently fired because they had been caught. And they don't know how long they had been doing this, but they had been caught illegally accessing Congress's computer files, illegally accessing Congress's emails. Yeah, and these are people with connections with the Muslim Brotherhood. Now, what I don't understand is this. How did these damn Muslim Brotherhood IT guys get there? Why were they put there? And who gave them security clearance to have access, and not just access, to be the IT guys of Congress's server? I'm serious. Who made this call here? I mean, they maintain Congress's computer servers, man, and these were 3 Muslim brothers. And you know that these guys were ages 21, 22, and I believe 25. The average salary that these guys were getting were $160,000 each. $160,000 each to be an IT guy. All right? I mean, something isn't right. Why? The only people that have covered this is Fox Business. All right? Maria Bartiromo broke the story on Stuart Varney's show, and that's the only reason why we even know about this. And why isn't this a major story on the mainstream media? I have no idea. Because then that puts a whole new spin on who hacked who as it pertains to the information that has been released as of late, doesn't it? Once again, 3 Muslim brothers connected to the Muslim Brotherhood were hired as IT guys for Congress, U.S. Congress's servers. U.S. Congress's servers. We had 3 Muslim Brotherhood wild Yehudis maintaining Congress's server, and they were fired because they were accessing files illegally. Oh, who saw that coming? How come nobody's talking about this, man? That's a breach of national security right there, and nobody's talking about it. I mean, it goes to show what Trump says about terrorists and Islamic terrorism and the lack of media coverage. Where's the media coverage on this gross, terroristic national security threat that has happened to Congress at this point in time? Where's the media coverage there, you scumbags? 3 Muslim Brotherhood idiots were hired at $160,000 a pop to run Congress's servers connected to the Muslim Brotherhood. I mean, where's the outcry? Where's the footage? Where's the media coverage? Where is it, you scumbags?
Calling the 2017 Mercedes-Benz GLA simply a compact SUV is like describing a cathedral as just 4 walls and a ceiling. The GLA is both a beautiful work of design and one of the most functional SUVs in its class, and it's available at an exceptional price. Why drive any compact SUV when you could be driving the 2017 Mercedes-Benz GLA? Visit MBUSA.com/GLA to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, look, folks, we are now in the 3rd and final hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. Before we get started, I'd like for everybody to please add to your favorites or your bookmarks the official website of the True Capitalist Radio Show. It is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And, of course, if you have not done so, please follow me on Twitter. The Twitter name to follow is PoliticsGhost. All one word, no underscores, folks. PoliticsGhost is the name to follow. Now, we're talking about a whole bunch of subject matters here today, folks. We're running out of time, but we're going to continue going on here because this is serious business out here. Politics is serious business. Now, before that, I decided that I was going to talk a little bit about these 3 Muslim who, they were brothers connected to the Muslim Brotherhood, hired to maintain Congress's computer servers. They've been illegally accessing Congress info for, I don't know, who the hell knows? Who the hell knows, for Christ's sake, man? Anyway, somebody needs to forward this to every lamestream media outlet and let them know, hey, why don't you do your goddamn job? Our national security was breached in Congress. How come you're not covering it, you scumbags? Oh, because why? They're Muslim, right? Is that why it is? I mean, it goes back to what I was saying about Joy Villa and Andre Soriano. I mean, these people don't want a society in which the Muslim Brotherhood could potentially make policy. All right? Anyway, let me move on. All right? Let me move on. Once again, 3 Muslims tied to the Muslim Brotherhood, hired to maintain Congress's computer servers at $160,000 apiece. Who made that call? I have no idea, but give me a break. That is a major breach of national security. Now, let me move on, folks. Now, Trump over the weekend decided to kind of throw an olive branch to China, considering that he was meeting with Japan's Abe, probably talking a lot of serious diplomatic issues, policies, that sort of thing. And within that weekend, Trump decided that he was going to acknowledge the one China policy right after he mailed a letter to the Chinese government or the Chinese leader. China comes out this weekend and says, quote, Trump is finally starting to, quote, know his role in the relationship. I'm not even joking. That was their response for Donald Trump throwing out an olive branch saying that we still acknowledge the one China policy. These dumbass, rice-eating pieces of coolie hat-wearing idiot, pieces of blindfold with dental floss garbage had the audacity to sit here and say that, quote, Trump is learning his role in the relationship after the United States president acknowledged one China policy. And for you folks that are unaware of what the one China policy is, it goes as follows, okay? The people of Taiwan consider themselves the Democratic Republic of China because those people that settled in Taiwan are the remnants of the Chinese nationalists that were led by Chiang Kai-shek during World War II. And because they were invaded by Japan during World War II, Japan was fighting Chiang Kai-shek's army. Meanwhile, you had the communists literally just hitting both sides while these two were doing battle, and that's why the communists were able to take control of China, because they caught themselves in a precarious situation, and the Chiang Kai-shek folks were forced to move down into Taiwan. They consider themselves the Democratic Republic of China. Now, the communists who actually occupy mainland China today consider themselves the People's Republic of China. So, as you can see, there's a kind of two-China perception in this particular region that goes back to World War II. That's why when Donald Trump first called the Taiwanese president as one of the first leaders to call once he won the election, it pissed off the Chinese. It pissed them off. And as a result, that's why you have a lot of saber rattling as it pertains to China. You've got China talking about preemptive strikes on America, which I think is pretty obnoxious and suicidal for them. But now that Trump has acknowledged the one China policy, China has said, quote, Trump is learning his role in the relationship. I mean, what a bunch of idiots. And let me tell you something, China. There's a reason why Donald Trump is getting so cozy to Japan's Abe, and it's because when Japan ends up building its military again, and when it starts building up its Air Force and ballistic missile defense, I wouldn't doubt if they come back and kick your ass again into the Stone Ages. You understand that? You understand that, China? I'm telling you this right now. I'm going to be honest with you. I think China is a paper tiger. I mean, Tiananmen Square shows us that most of their people don't want to live under the communist rule of the communist government of China. And the only reason that they have any kind of civility in China is because the communist government has incrementally given the people economic freedom. And what is that incremental economic freedom? The ability to buy stuff. That's why, folks, China is anesthetized with American basketball, because it's one of the few sports that China allows to be broadcasted within their borders. That's why, if you all remember when China hosted the Olympics, Kobe Bryant, he'd never even been to China. He was mobbed as if he was Michael Jackson, as if he was Justin Bieber. I mean, Kobe Bryant was so popular in China, they treated him like a god. They were trying to touch him. He couldn't go anywhere without massive amounts of security, for Christ's sake. So much like what America tried to do, or at least a half-ass attempted to do with America by getting single mother kids to be anesthetized with entertainment and cartoons and being a bunch of fandom nut jobs, they've already successfully done that in China, and I'm telling you, it shows. I mean, I remember when Kobe, and this was like in 2008, 2009, I think. I remember when Kobe went to the Olympics. He was in shock. He's like, I can't go anywhere. I've never been to this country. You know, I've never even been to this country, and I'm mobbed out here. It's because they're the only ones. Basketball is the sport that the Chinese allow to be aired within their country, and because the people of China have beans now that the communist government gives them so they can go purchase entertainment and other materialistic widgets. This is what's appeasing the people of China temporarily. But I honestly do not believe that the people of China will fight for the communist government. I honestly believe that with all my heart. And, the Chinese government could sit here and talk all the garbage it wants to, but I remember Tiananmen Square, and so do the people that you killed and their families. 250,000 people you mowed down just because they were having hunger strikes in the middle of Tiananmen Square. Hunger strikes. And you shot them and killed them down like dogs. And you don't think that that's going to resonate at some point in time, communist government of China? Huh? You don't think that people are going to remember that crap? Take the egg roll out your ass. They're going to remember it, boy. They're going to remember it. Anyway, without any further ado, let's go ahead and I talked about China. I know I talked about China, so because I talked about China, and China is allowing Blog Talk Radio to be broadcasted within their boundaries, we have to bring in a representative of the Communist Government of China to rebut any criticism that yours truly has directed towards China. And I hate this stupid son of a bitch. Is he on the line, engineer? All right, well, without any further ado, Jesus Christ, Mr. Fortune Cookie, are you there, sir? Oh. You see, you motherfucker out there talking all kinds of garbage about the Communist Government of China. You don't know nothing, Ghost. What did I tell you last time I talked to you? I told you that the United States was going to bow down to China. We own you, motherfucker. We own all your country. So, of course, Donald Trump is going to bow down to China. And you know something, Ghost? You and the capitalist army, you need to bow down to China, too. That's right. So all you stupid capitalist army motherfucker, you need to know your role with China, and you need to know that we own all you motherfucker. We own all you people. We sell you all your electronic motherfucker, all your computer motherfucker. So you motherfucker need to know your role in the relationship with the Chinese government of China. And we're taking the East Coast. We're taking the East, and we're going to make sure that all your capitalist army motherfucker are rounded up and put into real education camp. We're going to put you all into real education camp, motherfucker. And you know something? You want to know why we do what we do? You want to know why we do what we do? We do it for Chairman Ma. We do it for Chairman Ma. We do it for Chairman Ma. Oh no. Oh no, my stomach hurt. Oh no. Oh, bad egg roll. Oh no. And I want to say one more thing to you, the stupid capital army motherfucker. Are you ghost? Because Donald Trump bowed down to communist government of China, I want you to sell Mr. Fortune Cookie merchandise. That's why I want you to sell a Mr. Fortune Cookie autograph, and I want you to do it now, motherfucker. You know your role in the relationship. You sell a Mr. Fortune Cookie merchandise now, motherfucker.
You sell it now, motherfucker. That's right. You are going to sell a Mr. Fortune cookie merch today, motherfucker, tomorrow, or we're going to come after your accomplice army. We're going to send Donald Trump to put you in jail, motherfucker. We're going to send Donald Trump to put you in jail, motherfucker, so you better sell the Mr. Fortune cookie merchandise. You better sell the Mr. Fortune cookie merchandise. That's right. So I am Mr. Fortune Cookie. Thank you very much.
All right, get him off for Christ.
Get this idiot out. Get him out.
I mean, Jesus Christ, did you hear this idiot? This guy thinks he's winning or something. And he wants me to sell his freaking goddamn autograph. Are you joking? What, am I forced to sell his autograph now because what, Trump acknowledged the one China policy, for Christ's sake? Jesus Christ. Hey, look, I got people right now. Look at it. Please sell Mr. Fortune cookie merch. Please sell Mr. Fortune. Look at this crap. Please sell Fortune cookie merch in the name of the short bus convoy, you son of a... Damn it! Mr. Fortune cookie merch for the short bus convoy. Shove your goddamn short bus up your ass. Freaking Mr. Fortune cookie merch, for Christ. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. Mr. Fortune cookie merch. Are you kidding me? You've got to be kidding me. Anyway, look, I'm tired already. I'm tired. I'm so goddamn tired. Look, I'm going to get done with the last couple of freaking subject matters, and then we're going to get to Radio Graffiti. But I can't believe this crap. I got a Chinaman over here trying to threaten me to sell his goddamn autograph, for Christ's sake. It's just, give me a freaking break. Give me a break. Anyway, let me move on to another subject matter, folks. Have you heard the European Union as it pertains to Brexit, folks? Have you heard of the European Union? They are threatening the UK not to make any deals with any of its member states after Brexit. Oh, Now the EU is starting to get a little upset. They realize that their little stupid unelected union may be in jeopardy, not just because of Brexit, but of all these elections coming around the pike that could put the integrity of the EU in jeopardy itself. Now, the president of the EU, Mr. Drunk himself, Juncker, has announced today that he is no longer going to run again for the president of the EU. So that just goes to show you that the EU as an institution is in some very shaky grounds. And we're going to be looking towards the elections of the Netherlands and of France on whether or not the future of the EU is going to sustain itself for years to come. Because if Le Pen wins the French election, and if Wilders, I believe is the guy's name, wins the Netherlands elections, then that's it for the EU. I mean, that's it for the European Union. It's over. It's gone. It's out of there. It's over. It's over, for Christ's sake. Now, with that being said, I mean, this kind of puts UK in a very precarious predicament because, you see, it was Theresa May's insistence on this whole goddamn negotiation with the EU and, this deal that she was trying to make that enabled EU, the European Union, to feel that it has this type of power to do this on the UK. So I don't know what the hell this is going to mean for Britannia's economic stability, but as far as I'm concerned, I think that people need to look towards the French and the Netherlands elections to see if these threats by the EU are going to come to fruition and are even going to be enforceable at some point. You know what I'm saying? So once again, the EU, European Union, threatens the UK not to make deals with member states after Brexit. So we shall see what happens after that. And I'm telling you, I mean, I don't know what the hell the EU's problem is. They're an unelected governing body, and now people are starting to wake up to it. They don't want to belong to it, so get out of here. Anyway, folks, last but not least, before we get to Radio Graffiti, I want to talk a little bit about college degrees out here. Because amidst everything, we still have a bunch of idiot kids with their dumb, imbecilic parents encouraging children to put themselves into $60,000, $70,000 in debt with the hope of getting a job. The hope, not even a guarantee, the hope of getting a goddamn job. And I think it's over 60% of them never find one within the first 2 years of getting out of the goddamn college anyway. Now, with that being said, folks, I have always said that college is one of the most overrated things that have been pushed upon our children for a long period of time since, I don't know, Teddy Ruxpin or something. I'm serious. I'm not even joking around. I mean, I can't believe that everybody out here is insistent upon getting a college degree. What about getting paid first? How about that? What about going, and if you're going to put yourself in a precarious debt situation, why don't you put yourself in a debt situation in a freaking industry where you're going to be employed for the next 10 to 15 years? So not only can you pay your loan back, but you can maintain profitability. Now, I tweeted a pretty good news segment by Fox 10 Phoenix. As a matter of fact, I think Fox 10 Phoenix is actually a fairly decent local news outlet, to say the least. I mean, I'm not even joking around, man. I mean, they have some pretty good they got some pretty good content as it relates to the coverage of the elections, the coverage of the president, the coverage of what the president's meetings are. Very, very good coverage. And so I am promoting Fox 10 Phoenix, even though Phoenix is a subterranean dump hole of nuclear waste. I still think it's a decent outlet. Anyway, they had a pretty good idea in making this piece for is college worth it? Is college worth it? And in this piece, let me go ahead and retweet it now so everybody can take a look at what I'm talking about here. In this piece, they go into a degree program that's technical. That's technical. And what they do is they go and interview, I think, what is it called? UTI. I know it's urinary tract infection, but it's some technical college that specifically gears people towards the degree and a career in mechanics. Now, the interesting part about this is that the degree program itself, short of individuals for a certain type of mechanic in question, right now, there are over 5,000 jobs that are unfilled right now in diesel mechanic technology. So if you happen to get yourself a technical degree in diesel mechanics, which shouldn't take you very long, maybe a year, 2 years, and you get certified, then you have an automatic job out here, one of the 5,000 available. Universal Technical Institute is the name, okay? I know I kid around about the UTI, urinary tract infection. It's actually a very good institution. And let me tell you what UTI is. It's a private institution technical school that has partnered up with certain partners within the field of mechanics. Ford, GM, these car companies out here. Now, when they partner with them, what they do is they're specifically training these individuals in these sorts of mechanical fields so that when they go into the actual employment market, the folks that are hiring them don't have to worry whether or not they know how to use their tools, know how to use their machinery, know about their cars, so on and so forth. So they can just throw them right in with a master technician. And one of the individuals that was being interviewed, which is a manager of one of these mechanic shops that deals with warranty issues, recalls, that sort of thing, says their top technician makes $120,000 a year. $120,000 a year. And you want to know why he's getting paid so much as a master tech? Because there's not that many of them. There's not that many of them, for Christ's sake. So look, I'm not trying to promote everybody to become a goddamn diesel mechanic. But I'm just saying, if you're going to put yourself in debt for any reason, make sure that the employment market and whatever degree that you're getting your degree in has a plethora of job opportunities so that they'll be waiting for you when you get your goddamn degree. I mean, getting a freaking degree in liberal arts, all right, is a waste of time, effort, energy, and especially money. Okay? It's a waste of money. If you're going to get an education, the least you could do is get something that's got a plethora of jobs with it. And thirdly, folks, let's say you just want to make money. I mean, I don't understand. If you're 18 years old, you don't like college, you don't want to go to school, I mean, you're happy that you were barely able to graduate, whatever the case might be, well, then go to work. All right, you want to work in a given industry? Do the lowest job necessary and go work in that industry. All right? I'm not joking around. You're hearing me right now. You're like, you know what, Ghost? I'd like to be on the radio. I'd love to be one of those DJs or something. Oh, yeah? You want to be on the radio? Why don't you go clean the toilets at a radio station? And then, when you get chummy with people, you tell them, hey, I really want to be on the radio. I want to do this. I want to move up. Maybe they'll make you like a board operator. All right? And then from board operator, they're going to put you on maybe a weekend spotter when somebody can't come in. I mean, do you get it, for Christ's sake? You want to be a coach? You want to be a coach? Well, then go clean the jock straps at your local university and get to know the coaches and go out drinking with them. All right? And they'll realize that, hey, look, this kid, he's got something going over here. Look at him. He knows a little bit about the game over here, huh? Hey, how about we make you assistant coach or some crap like that? That's how you do it, man. I'm just saying, man, if you are going to go right from 18 to the workforce, well, then do something that you want to do, okay? Because, look, nobody really wants to do whatever job they start off with, all right? But make sure it's in an industry where you want to be, I mean, let's say you want to own a freaking McDonald's. Well, you know that you're required to, work as a manager at a McDonald's for a few years before you could actually own one. I mean, I'm just saying, man. I mean, if you are going to do something, if you're going to waste your time and you're going to waste your energy, at least do it doing something in pursuant of something else. All right? And networking is key. Just because you're a shit stall cleaner in a damn radio station doesn't mean you're automatically going to get on the radio. You need to talk to people. You need to be nice to people. You need to be like, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? And all that crap. And, of course, some asshole is like, except for politics, right, Ghost? Are you inferring that Trump has no experience and he just became the president? No, are you kidding me? He didn't just become the president, all right? I mean, anyone could become anything. Look at Jesse Ventura, for Christ's sake. A freaking wrestler became the governor of a state, all right? So give me a break. I hate this whole idea of having experience as a politician. We've had experienced politicians for 50 years, and look at where we're at. $20 trillion in debt. 14 of those $20 trillion in wars that we have gotten nothing from. Fleecing of the American tax system. Authoritarian laws. A stomping on the Constitution. Yeah, that's what experienced politicians has given us, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ, man. So all I'm simply stating is this, man. I mean, it is time for people to realize that if you're going to do something right when you're 18 years old, don't just sit on your ass. Go to work and don't put yourself in debt. Look, if you don't have a scholarship, if you don't even have a partial scholarship, why don't you just go to a community college? I mean, a community college, you get enough credits in a community college, and not to mention show that you actually have the skills in community college and get yourself a 3.8, a 4.0 average so you can get your last 2 years paid for by some scholarship. So all I'm saying is this. I mean, don't incur cost of $60,000 to $70,000 in college debt when you don't even have a job waiting for you, man. It doesn't even make sense. I mean, and if you don't want to go to college, that's fine. That's cool. Go into a field. Like, let's say you want to do something, whatever it is that you want to do. And you know what, you kids, you're not going to be a fucking comic book goddamn drawer, okay? Kids, all right? You're not going to be a voiceover actor, kids, all right? You're not going to be a pop singer, all right? You're not, all this stupid, ridiculous crap, you're not going to do it, okay? And the reason you're not going to do it is because there's so little opportunity left in those fields that it's already been monopolized by a small group of people, and they're not going to, what, you think they're going to allow you to get into their circle, for Christ's sake?
Outside the office, you exercise, eat right, but being healthy shouldn't stop when you sit down at your desk. People say sitting is the new smoking. But what can you do? Check out VeriDesk, the original and easiest way to stand and sit while you work. It's simple and height adjustable with no assembly or new office furniture required. Find the size that's perfect for your desk at veridesk.com. Stand, sit, feel better. Go to veridesk.com and work the way you live. VeriDesk. Work elevated.
Calling the 2017 Mercedes-Benz GLA simply a compact SUV is like describing a cathedral as just 4 walls and a ceiling. The GLA is both a beautiful work of design and one of the most functional SUVs in its class, and it's available at an exceptional price. Why drive any compact SUV when you could be driving the 2017 Mercedes-Benz GLA? Visit MBUSA.com/GLA to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, listen, stop living in La La Land and thinking that you're going to be a cartoon maker, a voiceover actor, a video game creator, all this stuff. I'm not saying you can't do it, but you got to look at the percentages on the probability of you doing it, all right? It's like these people that think they're going to go to the NBA because they got a scholarship for basketball. You know how many freaking college basketball teams there are out here? At least 1,000 of them or something. 1,000. And each one of those rosters have about, 15 guys on there. 15 guys times 1,000. How many teams are there in the NBA? And there's only 15 guys in those rosters. All right? So that means there's a very, very low percentage of people that are going to be in the NBA. Even though there's, badass ballers, even though there's people out there that are all going to college, they're all playing ball, a small percentage are only going to make it to the NBA. And that's why I say, for all you people that think that you're going to be pop singers and rock stars and cartoon makers and video game creators and voiceover actors and all this crap, the probability of you doing that is so low, you might as well go outside and get struck by lightning. You have better opportunity to do. You have a better chance finding Elvis in some instances. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Anyway, look, I'm going to move on with this broadcast, all right? It's about that time, all right, for everybody's favorite part of the broadcast, and I'm talking about Radio Graffiti. That's right, folks, Radio Graffiti, the part of the broadcast where the spectators become a part of the spectacle. All you got to do is give me a call right now at 516-453-9903. And when I call on your area code, you got exactly 3 to 4 seconds to say whatever it is that's on your mind. That's why they call this Radio Graffiti. And look, I've got people tweeting at me saying, no, Ghost, don't ruin my dream. Don't ruin my dream. I want to be a voiceover actor. Who doesn't, man? Who doesn't want to be a voiceover actor, sit on your fat ass, and record crap and get paid for it? How many jobs are there of that nature? How many jobs are there that are going to support you sitting on your fat ass talking? You don't have many, you dumbass. All right? 516-453-9903. Jesus Christ. I'm just saying, folks. I mean, look, everybody wants to be a voiceover actor, man. All right? Everybody wants to be a rock star and a pop singer and an actor and a model and everybody. I mean, isn't that what Eeyore wanted to be?
Hey, guys. Yeah, I want to be a voiceover actor, even though all I know how to do is voices that already exist.
I mean, come on, man. Open your eyes and wake up, you freaking stupid tard. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to everybody's favorite part. Do we have any radio graffiti calls, engineer? All right, well, let's go ahead and get to some radio graffiti right now. All right, who do we got here? How about anonymous radio graffiti?
This one is for you, baby, my one and only true love. Want to be mine, want to be mine, want to be mine, Valentine. Because I adore you, I'd give anything for you. You make me smile, smile, smile. Why I'm around you, just get kinda hazy. Because I'm crazy, crazy for you. I cannot describe it, except that I am in love. Yeah, I'm feeling feelings for you. And now I shout to the world my love for you, the irresistible love that I'm falling into. Love is wonderful, cause this I'm true. There's no one that makes me feel like you do. And I'm the same because you're beautiful and all that you are. Like a clean out sky, crisp by the shooting buster.
All right, you know what? I'm not letting this idiot serenade me, this freaking African booty scratcher, man. Jesus Christ! Look, hey, African booty scratcher! How about taking 10 steps away from my freaking butt crack with serenading me, for Christ's sake, man? I'm not your freaking Valentine, you fruit bowl. I'm not your freaking Valentine. Give me the freaking mic. Hey, man, and wasn't that another thing? Was that Toto? Was that Toto, that freaking African booty scratcher, was freaking singing? Well, it makes sense, right? Didn't they sing, I'm catching rays down in Africa. I'm catching rays down in Africa. So I guess it makes sense. Anyway, anonymous radio graffiti.
Be my sweet Valentine, Ghosty. We both know that we were created for each other. We're perfect together. You know it and I know it. Whoa, yeah, baby. I love you.
Where's this guy coming from? How many numbers do you have, you African booty scratcher? Jesus Christ! I hate that guy! I hate him! I hate him! How many freaking numbers does this freaking guy have? I mean, how many phones do they got down there in Africa, for Christ's sake, man? Jesus Christ, give me the mic! I didn't even realize they had that many phones. I thought the whole town shared one phone or some crap. I mean, from what I understand, I hear that they still use, the tin can connected by string out there. Crap, I mean, give me a break. But maybe I don't know anything. Maybe I haven't been to Africa in a minute. Maybe I need to go and see the motherland, huh? To Africa. Run away. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's continue going here. Who else do we have? How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti?
All men are not created equal.
Yes! Yes!
With greater beauty. Some are born into power, and others born strong and feeble. Inequality is not wrong.
Yeah.
Equality is.
All
It's
right.
the EU which made equality a right. Rabble politics by a popularity.
You stupid.
What the hell is that, for Christ's sake? Shut up! 929 Radio Graffiti.
Oh, geez. Sorry, mister.
Alright.
Hey, what does the sun say?
BJ's for Chuck E. Cheese coins.
Hey, Night Prowler.
Yeah, what is it?
This guy's offering cheaper. Instead of real money, he wants Chuck E. Cheese coins.
Well, I got about 400 of those. How much do you want?
How much for an hour?
45.
Okay, then. Meet me in the back.
Oh, yeah. I want me some of that.
A few moments later.
Oh, yeah, this is so much better, right, Night Prowler?
Sure looks like it. I would like to take my turn now. I paid for him.
Oh, Christ, no!
It's not what it looks like, son. Close your eyes and turn back.
Fuck this shit. Let's get the hell out of here before they call security.
What?
Screw you, 45. I'm running.
Oh, Christ, no! Get away! I'm not taking it out alive. If somebody's spotting me, you got another thing coming.
Every time you see blowjobs at Kitty Restaurant. Not even one.
Wait, what the? You gotta be kidding me! 3 African booty scratchers? 3 African... No! You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! Look, I'm gonna end this goddamn carpet munching Monday, you son of a bitch! I'm gonna end this goddamn carpet munching Monday if I continue to hear this goddamn African booty scratcher. I'm gonna end this son of a bitch. You watch me. You keep it up. You son of a bitches keep it up. Jesus Christ, give me the mic. That was a sick, perverted goddamn splice. And then, of course, African booty scratcher, African booty scratcher, African booty... Freaking hate that guy! Good God, man! Anonymous Radio Graffiti. Now, shut that crap up, you son of a bitch! Shove that Soviet Union anthem up your goddamn vodka-drinking cooter! Jesus Christ, man! Anonymous Radio Goddamn Graffiti. What must be my favorite spell? Favorite spell! Favorite spell! 250 spells! My favorite spell! Favorite spell! Favorite spell! 250 spells! My favorite spell! You see what you did! You see what you did! What the hell? How many remixes are there out there, for Christ's sake, man? How many remixes? What is that, Super Mario Woodshed? What the hell was that? What the hell was that? Anonymous Radio Goddamn Graffiti. Yeah, Anonymous Radio Graffiti. Sell African Booty Scratchers merch.
Sell African Booty Scratchers merch.
Sell African Booty Scratchers merch.
Sell African Booty Scratchers merch. Shut up with that crap. Shut up. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. Sell African Booty Scratchers merch.
Sell African Booty Scratchers merch.
Hey, look, shut up with that crap, all right? I'm warning you. Shut up with that garbage, man. Man, freaking carpet munching Monday, man. Anonymous Radio Goddamn Graffiti.
special must be quarantined. Put them to death with no mercy. Gas them all with Zyklon B. Let them cry and die, faggots die. Kill every gay, faggot, lesbian, and bi. Murder in the name of heterosexual pride. Till we kill every day, I won't be satisfied.
What the hell was it? Was that anti-gay metal? Anti-gay metal? Oh, Jesus. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. Sell African booty scratchers merch.
Sell African booty scratchers merch.
Sell African booty scratchers.
God damn it, you son of a... Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Why don't you just shut up? This is a freaking carpet munching Monday African booty scratcher edition, you son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! Give me the freaking money. Jesus Christ, man. Son of a bitch. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. Sell African booty scratchers merch.
Sell African booty scratchers merch.
Sell African booty.
Look, shut up, shut up, shut up. I'm getting tired of this crap. Shut up. Jesus Christ. 805 Radio Graffiti.
Where were you yesterday when everyone else was giving out Valentines?
The hell are you talking about? What the hell was that? You're some stupid brat, for Christ's sake. Get over there and go sit underneath your mother's dress. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
New from Tomigo. Shooter the board game. Listen to Hitler's orders and survive.
4 players eat 1 mushroom.
Yes, I did! Progress around the board using Hitler's dice dome.
Oh no! I'm reeling on war crimes!
Take your cyanide before the allies find you.
Yes! Honorable death bonus!
Be the first to escape to Argentina and live off untold stolen riches!
Victory.
That's Shooter board game, available now at all good Turnout TV retailers from Tomigo. I'm Tomigo.
Was that Hitler the board game, for Christ's sake? Jeez. Shut up, man. 706 Radio Graffiti. Man, some pretty good licks there, I'm telling you, man. Not bad. Who else do we have here, for Christ's sake? How about 336 Radio Graffiti?
Sell Thomas the Tank Engine merch, please. Choo choo, I'm a fell troll.
Yeah, well, I could tell by your fruity-ass voice. No kidding. And Thomas Tanky merch, for Christ's sake. I mean, grow up. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Right back in my hometown with my new band.
That's great. That's just great. How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti?
Even a band through good times.
I get where this is going, for Christ's sake. How about 484 Radio Graffiti? If they're climbing up a ladder and you hear something splatter, diarrhea. Well, without any further ado, get behind me, toilet! Get behind me! Jesus Christ, this is getting intense now, folks. Ah! Good God! Ah! Ah! Ah!
is up with you people and this poop fetish? Huh? Does this go back to the poop tickler thing? Does this go back to the poop tickler thing?
Oh, yeah, poop tickler.
Jesus Christ, man.
Poop tickler.
You people got a crap fetish. You got a Hershey squirts fetish, man. You're sick. You're sick. All of you are sick.
He's still on
Who the hell did who? Oh my God! Who is this? Did I forget to hang you up? Were you the one that created that sick splice?
Yeah, man. Poop tickler on me forever, man. Woo!
You son of a bitch!
I knew it. I knew it had something to do with that goddamn poop tickler crap. I knew it, man. I knew it.
Calling the beautifully redesigned 2017 Mercedes-Benz CLA simply a four-door coupe is like describing a world-class athlete as just a good runner. With its sleek profile and powerful turbocharged engine, the CLA offers agility and design that are unmatched in its class, and it's available now at an exceptional price. Why drive any four-door coupe when you could be driving the 2017 Mercedes-Benz CLA? Visit MBUSA.com/CLA to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
Metro's Purple Line extension will be conducting daily construction activities on Wilshire Boulevard between San Vicente Boulevard and La Cienega Boulevard in the city of Beverly Hills. This work will make way for the first 3 stations of the rail line's extension to the west side. For details, visit metro.net/Purple Line extension.
I knew it. Man, I'm just so sick of this crap now, man. This is a sick-ass Turpin Munching Monday, and I bet you dumb trolls think you're so cute, don't you? I bet you think you're so damn cute. Oh, geez, give me the mic. I'm so tired of this crap. This is why it's so hard to do a broadcast anymore. Do you get this? That's why it's so hard to do a broadcast anymore. I mean, did you all hear last Friday's goddamn broadcast, for Christ's sake? Freaking Radio Graffiti, man. I'm telling you, I don't know what I'm going to do with freaking Radio Graffiti freaking crap anymore, man. I don't know anymore. I don't know. 609 Radio Goddamn Graffiti.
Sell Toho merch. Sell Toho merch. Sell Toho merch.
No, shut up. Jesus Christ. 929 Radio Graffiti.
Hi, Ghost. Nice to meet you. Are you into metal by any chance? Because I'm into metal. I really love Black Sabbath, and I just want you to know. Also, about the African booty scratcher, if you hate him so much, then why don't you just ban the dude? Don't let the trolls fool you. You fool the trolls.
What are you talking about, Ben? I can't ban him. What are you talking about? He's been in like 3 or 4 different numbers, for Christ's sake, man. I can't ban him. I don't know how many goddamn numbers this son of a bitch has. Jesus Christ. I want to ban him. Believe me, I want to ban the son of a bitch. Good God. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. I'm telling you this right now. I am more cultured than all of you sons of bitches. All right? I know good fried penis if I've ever eaten. All right? I'm not joking. I mean, that's straight up. I know good fried penis. It's delicious. So, without any further ado, let's get everybody's favorite part of the broadcast, and I'm talking about giving Kermit the Gay Frog free blowjobs. Oh, God, I'm freaking gagging here. Oh, my God.
Oh, my.
That goddamn African booty. No! That strong and African booty scratcher. No, no! I hate you both. done with this broadcast. I'm not even joking around, man. I'm done with this goddamn broadcast, man. Every day I take this crap, man. I mean, how many goddamn freaking calls was that from the African booty scratcher, man? How many freaking calls was that? How many freaking calls was that? Jesus Christ, man. I'm just so done with today. I'm so done with this carpet munching Monday. I'm so done with this carpet munching Monday. I'm done with it. I'm done. Give me the mic. Jesus Christ. Look, we got about 6 minutes left in the broadcast, okay? I'm sick of this crap. I'm tired of this crap. I was just in a bad mood when I got into this broadcast, and I'm even in a worse freaking mood now. You're lucky we're not in a damn bar room, because I'd be beating the crap out of some of you people. I'll tell you that right damn now. I'd be throwing ass-whooping knuckle sandwiches around like it ain't crap. Son of a bitch. Anonymous Radio Goddamn Graffiti.
I found a place.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. How about 805 Radio Graffiti?
Ghost, I just received new information about the rioters in Berkeley. The anarchists were arrested and finally confessed to a whole crime network that linked these to the liberal protesters. They also released the name of one of the financiers for the riots.
And his name is John Steele.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That is such a stupid meme. Grow up. Friggin' jocking a muscle-bound wrestler, man. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
A study published in the journal Social Science and Medicine sampled roughly 3,800 men and 4,000 women to get an idea of how working for a long time would affect their health. They found, on average, working more than 39 hours per week led to a decline in mental health. Researchers think this is because it gives you less time to eat healthy meals and to take care of yourself. And there aren't...
really? We can't work 40 hours anymore? We little pussy with little fruit bowls now? Shut up and get back to work! Shut up and get back to work! Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
And all you assholes that say that I'm
a racist Jew train?
Hey, it's the truth.
Shekel, 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 shekel,
Jew, Jew.
shekel, 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 shekel,
Jew, Jew.
shekel, 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 shekel,
Jew, Jew.
Annoying me. God damn it.
Man, I don't know how many times I got to tell you people, man, I am not a Jew. I am not a Jew. I use yarmulkes for coffee filters, you son of a bitch. Jesus Christ. And I don't like matzah, all right? Let the bread rise, okay, my fellow Jew brethren? Let the bread rise, man. 817 Radio Graffiti.
Radio Graffiti. All right, you can't even just do just the tip, you know? I mean, no. And I want to rate my granny.
Oh, crap. We're going again. Oh, God.
You son of a bitch. Stop talking about my granny, you son of a bitch! I've told you all time and time and time again, you son of a bitch, don't talk about my granny. My granny was a pious woman. Don't talk about my granny. Especially in that sick-ass context, boy. Especially in that sick-ass twisted context. Give me a freaking mic. Freaking mic, man. Don't talk about my granny again. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't you dare. Jesus man. I 713 Radio Graffiti. Shut that crap. Shut it up! Sick, twisted freaks, man. I'm telling you, you're all a bunch of sick, twisted enemy freaks. All of you. All of you! I'm telling you, freaking enemy pricks, man. If I ever saw you in real life, I'd beat the crap out of you just for fun. Just for the fun of it, you sack of crap. 614 Radio Graffiti.
Hey everyone, if you could deep throat 15.5 inches and prove it, Ghost will send you dick pics for Valentine's Day. Oh my.
No, shut up! Shut up! Shut up! I never said that, you fucker! I never said that! That's it! I'm done! I'm done with this Carpet Munching Monday. I'm done with this show. All right? So go and shove it up your ass, each and every one of you. I don't care. Each and every one of you shove it up your clogged up poopers. I don't care. Jesus Christ. Give me the mic. I'm done with this goddamn Radio Graffiti. I'm done with this Carpet Munching Monday. I'm done with this show today. You freaking idiots. You disrespectful little troll terrorists and cyber vermin. You'll be lucky if I come back tomorrow. You'll be lucky. Look, follow me on Twitter, you freaking nutcases. All right? Politics Ghost. All one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow, you freaking fart knockers. And bookmark and add to your favorites if you want to. I don't care. blogtalkradio.com/ghost, the official goddamn website. blogtalkradio.com/ghost. I can't believe you turned this into a goddamn Carpet Munching Monday. I wish this was your face. I wish this was your face. I wish this was your goddamn booty cartoon fetish face.